Get money, motherfucker, get money. Get money, motherfucker, get money. Let's get money, motherfucker, get money. Get money, motherfucker, get money. Motherfucker, get money. Get money, motherfucker, get money. Let's get money, motherfucker, get money. Get money, motherfucker, get money.
Motherfucker, get money.
Let's get money, motherfucker, get money. Get motherfucker, get money. Get money, motherfucker, get money.
All right, hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to welcome back to PixelScope, but welcome to the tournament. It's day one, and I am pretty hyped up. We have some really good games lined up for you, which we'll get you in detail about. But first, let me introduce to you my co-caster, that is AapKon.
Oh, hi, Aahna, and welcome all the ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. And today we are going to be starting with the day one of the game jam presented by the PixelScope Entertainment. Welcome all the guys. And today's first match, which is going to be between Team Outlaw versus Team YODHA eSports. I'm really excited, Aahna, because it's going to be at the map of Bind.
That's right, and also, I mean, I've seen both of these teams play before, and I have really strong expectations. If you remember, Outlaw played with us in the scrims, so we've seen them perform really outstandingly before, and
Yeah, I
I
still
hope to see
remember
some really
the
good plays even now.
Yeah, I really remember the 13-2 scoreline, which they won with at the map of heaven. So could they, maintain that same dominance against Team Yodha Esports? Because do not forget that Team Yodha Esports, we have a well-experienced team. We have seen them playing a lot of underdog, tournaments. So, I'll be really in the hope that we are going to be having a very tough match today.
That's right. I mean, I'm having my snacks already prepared because, well, this is gonna be a big one.
So let's get directly into the match. We are going to be seeing at the map of Bind where Team Outlaw will be attacking first, and it's going to be between Team YODHA Esports who will be defending on the side of map. So let's directly get into the match right now. And I would really like to ask you, a little info, which you could give to our audience about the map of Bind.
Well, I mean, Bind is one of the maps that's not really played a lot during tourneys, so I mean, we might get to see a lot of new things. It seems to be one where you would need a lot of what do you say, sealing off on your objectives, because you
Yeah.
really don't want all those rotates happening around. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, a little tough to rotate around and Bind from what I see.
Actually, with those TPs in place where you can directly teleport from the side of B long to Amen side. So that's some of the things which are really amazing, and which we only see at the map of Bind. And already we have seen that all the players are ready, everything is ready, and I would really be very excited to see that which team is going to grab that lead at the first half.
That's right. And while our teams try to grab their lead, I would like us to also move forward towards our lead. So the goal for subs is 1.5k, and the goal for likes is 50. So by the end of this match, I see how far you can take us.
Well, do hit that like and sub button because it's really gonna be an amazing night which we are gonna be seeing. It's the day number one of PixelScope Entertainment, and here we go at the map of Bind. And I would really be excited to hear from you that what is that main agent picks which we can expect from the teams.
As you mentioned, there's gonna be some TP, so I do hope to see Omen and everyone. But
Okay.
let's find out what our plays have queued up.
Well, let's see. We can already see as an initiator, Soa has been locked up from the side of Yodha Esports. Walnut Mine would be playing with that jet, but maybe it's going to be Envy as well. One of the main agent which we see at the map of Bind is it's going to be the Raze. Raze paint shells and satchels along with those boom bots. I think that's quite a game changer because it's just not Raze but also utilities which gives damage to the opponent teams, I guess.
That's right. I see there is a chance of Terror picking Astra. That seems like something could happen. I mean, you do want to be sure that you're able to, cover all the areas. So Astra does seem like a good pick. And yes, Omen did come in, so we called it.
Well, let's see. यहाँ पे controller में we are gonna be saying Terra versus Ronan as a controller from both the side. And let me not remind you this, that Astra is not an easy agent to play with. Her utilities, her all the gun power and everything. If you
Choose
wanna
your agent.
totally make your team execute towards the side, I think Astra is one of the agent which does take a lot of time to get main with. And यहाँ पे Terra ने वो challenge लेके he has picked this Astra. Could he be to any advantage to YODHA esports is going to be a question. Do not forget that that cosmic divide is actually going to divide the whole map of Bind, and that's going to be we have to see that would team YODHA esports will be able to take it to their advantage, or is it going to be team Outlaw who is going to grab this day number one match one for themselves?
That's right. So, I mean, our players are all queued up. We have Raze, we have Killjoy on both sides. So, seems like the defense is gonna be pretty strong. We have Omen and Sova, so that's gonna be enough for info and intel. And Astra's Cosmic Divine is obviously gonna be very useful. And we have the generic Jet OP agent from Valorant. I mean, if you just wanna go game with your gun and your knives, you go Jet. It's simple, like no
I really think
bothersome.
it's very economically efficient agent, because if you look at Jet, even if you're using a shotgun or a shorty where you invest only 200 credits
There.
and you dash into a site where there are opponents, you can at least take one of those frags and die. And if I talk about the ultimate, the storm blades are literally more amazing than any gun there could be in Valorant. So before the match start, we are seeing a technical pause from both the side. Let's see if players are able to just get themselves ready and are ready with all the strategies, because it's gonna be a very amazing match. And we see that all the players are stacked up at the side of B main. हुक्का एरिया का कंट्रोल लेना यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है, and we can already see that NYX has kept all the utilities with the turret at the hookah area.
That is right. I mean, so they're gonna have pretty easy time, protecting the hookah area. So we gotta see how Outlaw tries to invade this security, because
Well,
I think you could always try getting your Omen work around it, but that's just one agent.
yeah, that's true. But on the other hand, we can already see that Walnut Mine is boosted up at that shower area. Now, this is quite an advantageous position, because the opponent team would not be expecting such type of angles where the opponent team YODHA Esports can capitalize. We can see some of the electricity issues facing from the side of our players. So obviously we can see few of the players are AFK. So before we would have started this excited match. I guess there's gonna be a short pause which has been taken place, and I'm really जितनी रुकावट यहाँ पे होती जा रही है, that much excitement is building within myself.
That's right. I mean, it's that thing, no? The more you wait for something, the more it pulls you towards yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like the one thing that you want really badly and it just doesn't come to you, and that just makes it more exciting. I guess it's because of the pursuit, I guess.
That is, and really we would be giving them enough time so that they are able to come back and do not play at an advantage of 4v5, because that's really gonna be devastating for them.
That's right. Not only for them, but also for us as viewers. We want to see everyone come in with their best and then perform their best, so that we have a lot to look forward to. Like in a 4v5, that wouldn't give us much
That
to watch.
that definitely would. And let's see, we can see Sidix is maybe offline the jet, and it's a jet from the side of team attackers, so that's really gonna be very disadvantage for them if they do not manage to come online. But we can see all the setup right now. Three players are stacked up at the side of A, and there are two players which are the sentinel and controller
Right
themselves. So I can really expect that team YODHA esports would be playing on a retake scenario, that any sort of aggression comes in, Astra will be using those smokes and all to just back off and hold the enemy, in case that all the three players from the side of A side rotate. And also and retake is more better than just 2v5 scenario where you are just defending the site alone, and if you have been taken down, then the numbers advantage definitely goes in the side of your opponent team.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to argue in that. That's completely right. And if we take a look at the loadouts these people have gone for, I think they're not like, I mean, they're trying to use as less as possible, because generally you see a classic coming in with a shield,
Yeah.
and I see both the teams not going classic and shield. Like mostly they just have to. I mean, there's a 50-50 ratio. Half of them have the shield, half of them
Checking the
don't,
situation.
and that's just
And not only
strange to
that, but
me.
I really think that
Careful
these
here.
players have not went for your favorite
Careful
gun as
here.
well, which is going to be
Yeah.
frenzy. Obviously, we can
Yes.
expect the map of bind. It's really very tough for playing with those frenzy because the lands also uneven. We can see that hookah area. To get down from that hookah area, it's going to be a very declining place. So the
That's right.
match has begun. Sedix is back online, and finally we will be starting the match today. And I would really want to see that. Are we gonna see any first bloods? What do you expect? Which team is gonna be able to capitalize on this round?
Go get him.
I think this will be YODHA's round because the fact that they are relying on refrags and are pretty prepared for the rush coming in. That gives me a lookout of a very controlled and concentrated push. So I
Spike
wish
down.
to see
They have the
YODHA doing
spike.
good here.
Wow, what did I just saw? Two amazing frags from Yodha, and there comes the trade from John Wick. Amazing gameplay from the side of Yodha Esports, and we can already see that those Astra utilities have already started to punish the opponent team. We can see Rick Baby, holding on that long side, is having a full HP as well, but do not has the utility. He would be waiting on for that Regan Dart to come online, and then he gathers some intel to get initiated towards the side. We are looking at a 3v2 scenario. One player still holding up at the side of A because they do not want to overcome it with the opponent team. There is some of those mind game strategical play which we can be see, but NB is really down to very low HP. In a map, where it is quite a limited site where A and B is does the side to plan. I really think that taking a healing agent could have been an advantage to them. What do you think about this?
I do think so. Yeah. I mean,
30 seconds left.
they do need to have someone who can
One enemy
restore
remaining.
their
Distant.
restore their HP whenever they need to, because this is a match which is gonna be like on the both sides strong enough, so
Yeah.
they might want to switch on that. Yeah.
And not only that, but first round secured from Team Yodha Esports. Do not forget that team, work from both the players of Yodha Esports, NNX and Terror. First what they did was they gathered a spawn grenade at the very entrance area, Fuka area, and then there was this gravity, well. So when that gravity well was taking place, the spawn grenade was being activated at the same time, taking two players back to back down. Now this was very huge at the very start of the round, and with that they will obviously get an advantage to buy with those heavy armor and SMGs. I really, straightforward think it's gonna be a 2-0 scenario after this end of this round.
It could be, but let's not underestimate the other team either, because we saw Outlaws perform really well during the scrims. They were like 13-2, so it could be a good game. However, we do see a man advantage already coming in the defending side towards Team YODHA. So YODHA Esports now has 4 men alive, while Outlaw is still going on with 2.
Well, Walnut Mine, you're struggling, somewhere down the line to take down the last guy. Killjoy is using the utilities, and what a sick, shot from Six. Like, obviously, will you be using the turret? I think even after they are on a pistol round, it's a good damage to avoid a flawless round from the side of the opposing team. But here, planting the spike is gonna mean a lot for team, Outlaw, because it's gonna give them obviously some extra creds, for playing on that post plant scenario, and that's actually gonna be on the advantage because after taking a safe play, they will be, have to go on a full by one player being taken down. Amazing one-tap from Terra, but what is going to be the result now? It's going to be 2-0, and we can see Yodha Esports at the very early stage of the match. They have got a good lead, I guess.
That's right. They already have 2 on their scoreboard and have better guns than the opponent team. I mean, they have the credits to spend for it, and they're making use of that. Like, capitalizing on all the guns and armor that you can afford is gonna put them in what do you say, tactical lead as such. They'll also be able to refill their abilities pretty quickly, and that's something that Outlaw is gonna have to do without as of now.
Well, that is true, but let's see right now. The way they awarded the spike plan, that was quite amazing. But here, we can see Boss Sidex has been spotted down, will be down to a very low HP because that shock that will connect to him, and we can, we would be expecting that which team is gonna get that first blood. Do not forget that Walnut Mine is gonna be up with their operator. Now, having an operator at the side of defense, that too in map of bind, I think it's really amazing and really overpowered for the defending team, I guess.
That's right.
Oh.
All right, so Nyx this time got taken away without having any kills on his side already, and we see the first blood going towards the favor of Outlaw.
Well, amazing first, blood going towards the favor of Outlaw, but उस चीज को even up करेंगे. Terror will take down John Wick, and that's quite amazing because the utilities of them and Rage has been taken down. What an amazing flick that was from Rodden, and it's already a numbers advantage going in the favor for Team Outlaw. This is going to be a very crucial round for YODHA eSports because if they win this round, they will be given a very good advantage to damage the opponent team's economy. But look at the utility usage of Killjoy, and yeah, they got the amazing strat, and with that thing, 4-man के साथ they take down all the guys. Almost it was a flawless round, but I think overall an amazing comeback. एक बहुत ही अच्छी वापसी हमें देखने को मिल रही है from the side of Outlaw, and we can already see the first point in the scoreboard.
That is right. I mean, just when we started feeling like YODHA was gonna take this to their favor, Outlaw has come back with a good back for us. So, as we mentioned earlier, this is gonna be a match where we're gonna see a lot of back and forth happening. It's gonna be pretty exciting to watch.
It is actually going to be pretty exciting to watch, and I would really love to see that which team is going to be capitalizing on this round. All the teams are all the players are having a very equal buy. Walnut Mind is still up with that operator, which is going to mean a lot. And here comes the Soa Recon Dart, and I think that is actually connected towards Jet as well. That Recon Dart going directly in the legs of Jet, and obviously Bot Sidix will be spotted down. But look at Walnut Mind here. He is looking on a very good angle. Can he take down a guy? No, he can't. He just missed that shot, and I'm pretty sure that he would not want to be just rushing into that B long side, giving up that operator as well as the numbers advantage to the attacking team.
That's right. I'm not a fan of his crosshair placement right now. I mean, with an operator, you wanna do it a little better because you have like one shot, one kill kind of situation. But all right, I mean, he knows the game better than me, so I'm not gonna argue there.
Well, let's
We
hope
do
that
see-
he does be able to get that first blood in the favor for his team, I guess, with that operator.
Out of charges.
That's right. We're more than halfway through the round, and none of them have been killed so far. So that's pretty commendable.
Well, that is because we do know that both the teams are having a very crucial buy round,
30
and what an
seconds
amazing way to jump spot a guy. Walnut Mine taking down John Wick, and will be taking that numbers advantage as well. Do Team Outlaw overcome it to the side of A, or would they be rotating is going to be a question, because we can already see the spy carrier is on his way to go on to the side of Hookah. But do not forget that Killjoy utilities are still online, and there comes a spawn
10
grenade,
seconds left.
and obviously Bot Sidix will be taken down. 10 seconds is left, and so are spawn grenade down as well. I think all the players from the side of attacking are gonna save, because what a way to buy time right now. I think Killjoy is looking so overpowered today, because just those spawn grenade was actually game changing in this round.
That's right. And I mean, I noticed when there were like still 45 seconds on the clock, both our players, John Wick
I got
and
enough time to go
Ronan,
into the Astro
were
4.
low on HP, and that's when I felt the need that, I mean, if not anyone, you at least needed a Phoenix to make sure that at least one of your players can gain some health back. That, like, not having
That's-
anyone who can heal feels a little paralytic to me, but
Well, that
That's
actually
just
does,
something
but I really think that the usage of agent which they have picked, I think it's each and every agent is very crucial to pick, to make them make sure that they are able to complete all the tasks for to complete the objective of the map, which is getting executed and planting, or to defend the plant and playing on a post plant scenario. Bot Sidix is already with a good buy, I think, with Vandal and a heavy armor, and they are stacked up at the side of B-Long. But do not forget, defender side to be Kilo already side by, and that's going to be so damaging right now. Killjoy taking down, and his wallet mine as well. 3v3 का scenario already हो चुका है, and the showstopper is online from the side of Team Outlaw. Can John Wick, be taking up that, showstopper in place or no? That is going to be,
Spike
a
planted.
question, but we can see already a gravity well. The, Astra utilities are really, quite annoying for the side of Team defenders, I guess, right now. But Mardi is here with his, Soa Recon Dart. 2v3 का जो retake scenario, I really think that, we can expect a 3-2 scoreline, and what a way to, kill Ronin. वहाँ शॉकडाउन से डाउन किया, and अकेले हमारे terror बच्चे in that 1v2 scenario.
that is right. However, I would not give the situation away to anyone just because of the man count, but the time seems to be ticking really fast. So I don't think the defenders are going to be able to retake it anymore. I would just fall back and save my gun.
Well, that is something which even Terror is thinking right now. Do not forget that, Killjoy and Raze both are down to very low HP. But even after that, I think that, he would not want to be risking that thing. And I would really, want to talk about Sigflick here. Sigflick was on such an amazing, position he was holding where none of the player would really be expecting. We did saw Terror going and clearing of that B long area to, because that's one of the most default
I should
area to
play
play on
some
a post
Astro
plan
Stars in
scenario.
this
But
reality.
amazing, positioning scene at the after the plan from the side of Team Outlaw and 3-2 के scoreline के बाद, players have
Can I get
got
a
the
drop?
ultimates online. From the side of Team YODHA Esports, we can see the Stormblades as well as Showstopper,
I need to
and from
blow
the side of
something
Team
up.
Attackers, it's gonna be the lockdown as well. So I think that's gonna be pretty amazing to get executed towards any side.
Get
Makes
out of my
complete
way.
sense. We have a lot of utility advantage coming in from Team Outlaw. So I hope to see an equalizer coming in.
Well, the first blood's obviously going in the favor for Team Yoda Esports. What a way to, get aggressive towards that short area, just take few frag and then back off. But, here they cannot ignore the fact that showers, maybe, players stacked up. There is a possibility. So let's see right now that, Team Outlaw having those, patience level, that high patience level, can they, get executed towards A side? Because obviously they have to play on a post plan scenario. And, that Astra point, that Astra star being spotted on in the land, I think that actually fears the opponent team as well, because they do not know that is it gonna be a wall, is it gonna be a gravity pull or a stun crush.
That's right. I mean, that's not only a utility but also a very what is it?
Unexpected.
Illusioning utility.
Yeah, that is, and
should
that's
run.
quite unexpected. That you cannot expect, you can expect anything to come from that star, and we can see Sixflick already up with those, Killjoy lockdown, and will be using all of his utilities as well. But she is just buying a good time to reposition and also delay this diffusal. If there is any sort of
Placing
possibility,
spawn grenade.
we are seeing at a
Spawn
2v2
grenade
retake scenario, and what a way to hold on that short area. The spawn grenade is gonna buy more time. So what do you think? Do they have enough time to take down all the players and defuse this bomb right
Player
now?
standing.
Not to defuse. They may be able to take down the players, but they're not gonna be able to defuse from what I feel. But see, okay, yeah. Now they really don't have enough time to defuse.
Well, they definitely do not have, because the way हम देखें कि सिक फ्लिक ने कैसे उस तरीके से they use his utilities. लॉकडाउन को अपना बहुत ही बेहतरीन उन्होंने इस्तेमाल किया. Not only that, but just spawn grenade था. Normally what we see is that people putting that spawn grenade on the bomb plant, so that if anyone is diffusing, so the diffuser gets all the damage. But not taking any sort of risk, he just puts it down to the short area to buy some time, and that was a successful round to even up the score. यहाँ पे एक equalizer हमें देखने को मिल चुका है, and 12 rounds versus 6 rounds are already over. I can really expect कि एक 7-5 or 6 solve का scoreline हो सकता है after the end of the first half.
That's right. I'm looking forward for a 6-all as well, because when the
Wow.
roll swap happens, that will become their skill check to see
That
who's
will
better.
obviously be, but look at Walnut Mine. What was that kill? Just jumping onto outside the the hookah area, having been spotted from 3 enemies, but he just takes one diagram with that amazing flick and dashes into the hookah area as well. 2 players are gonna get paranoid today, and that is gonna be so hard. Walnut Mine is backing off, but यहाँ पे Virex के लिए थोड़ी दिक्कतें होने वाली हैं. And what a use of this utilities. Spawn grenade से अपने आप उन्होंने अपने time भी buy किया, and he just reduces that paranoia effect as well. 4v3 का already we can see a scenario, and that cosmic divide is also online from the side of Team YODHA Esports. Now this is looking quite bad for Team Outlaw, because अगर इस map में इस round में उनको वापसी करना है, तो I think crucial frags निकालना बहुत ज़्यादा important होगा.
That's right, and it does not seem like they're in the position of getting many, because we have the division, we have two defenders in side A, 2 in side B, while our attackers are trying to concentrate into one side. We can already see the other players trying to
30
come in
seconds
for a
left.
flank or rotate for a sneak peek. That could happen very easily from the other side.
Well, but Mardi, without any sort of, whiffing, he takes down the last guy with a good wall bang, and the numbers advantage is again in the favor for Team YODHA Esports. This looks quite a doable retake, but can team attackers be able to defend after losing these many numbers advantage?
That's right. I don't feel that there's a retake that can happen now,
One
but
enemy remaining.
the kills
Last
might just
player
go in.
standing.
Well, that would, and it's already only 20 seconds left for the spike to get defused. But Terror, he has enough time, I guess, right now. He takes down the last guy, takes down the clone, controller as well, and that's going to be an easy defusal for him. Team defenders are with obviously a lead after the equalizer, and we would really be expecting that team defenders after the first half do take a lead because it's not much in the favor for attacking side. Defended oriented, thoda है ये map, and I think उस चीज का advantage जो team अपने साइड से लेगी वही टीम शायद यहाँ पे हमारे डे 1 का मैच नंबर 1 जीत के जाएगी into the further qualifiers.
That could be, that very well could be, and I am sorry already for having underestimated YE. They did a really fantastic retake there. I mean, there was less time. I thought they were gonna run out of it, but there was a quick kill coming in from Astra. There was quite something.
Well, that was right now, but we can already see, okay, Killjoy is being spotted down here, and I think, I don't think there's any chance for her to stay alive. Okay, she does manage to take the, stay down at a very low HP, but यहाँ पे जरूर उनके लिए मुश्किल होने वाली है. Okay, that shotty के साथ Valorant को down कर दिया, and I think she has done the task which she could, but John Wick on the other hand is just spraying down the opponent team, but it's gonna be Envy taking down the clone Rage as well. 1v3 का scenario already हो चुका है, and Ricky Baby is having that Hunter City along with those double shot that takes down the first guy, but will be spotted on with the Recon Dart. यहाँ पे जरूर मुश्किलें बढ़ चुकी है हमारी टीम Outlaw के लिए, because obviously they do not have the lead as well, and it's a very crucial round to win, because if they do not win this round, अगले round हारने के बाद उनके लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा economically एक declining factor बन जाएगा towards those creds.
That's right. However, I do want to point out the kill that NZ took. That was something. NZ, like, he was fighting from the lower ground. The other race, like the clone race, was up there in the window. Could have taken all the cover, and still NZ won the fight. That was spectacular.
That was spectacular to watch, and look at the use of the ultimate. Obviously it was a 2v1 scenario, but without any sort of risk being taken from the side of YODHA eSports. They just take down him with the showstopper, and I think they would want to secure that lead. That 2-round lead is very important for them.
That's right. Some part of me feels it was just a flex, but yeah.
Well, we have begun with the round number 9 right now. Walnut Mind is, still struggling his way to get the first blood, but yes, he will take down Ronin as well. And, बहुत ज़्यादा एक difficult scenario हो जाता है when your first agent goes down from the side of Team Outlaw, because now you do not have a smoker. So getting executed towards the side, वो जो crucial angles रहते हैं जिस चीज़ को आप block off करना चाहोगे, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा आपको दिक्कत में डाल देता है. And as I was talking about the creds, situation, obviously team, both the teams are facing a bit of an issue on the creds, and we can see those SMGs, but I think NYX will be taken down, and a good flank coming in from John Wick. 4v4 का scenario already हो चुका है, and they have enough use of those ultimates to make sure they are playing a post-run scenario.
That is right. It could be very well that, and it seems like John Wick is trying to move in slowly and steadily towards A to distract from one side, probably, because I feel like if John Wick is able to create a distraction here, the other two players might have an easy in.
Well, they would probably be having a very easy in, but here we can see a showstopper coming in. Can the showstopper take down anyone? जी हाँ, यहाँ पे 3 kill निकाल चुके हैं हमारे John Wick, but Marty will be still be up with those shot charge kill, and वो चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा गलत साबित हुई. Back to back 2 kill निकाल चुके हैं, and look at the damage being done from the opponent team right now. यहाँ पे Marty ने दोनों ही players को last के 70 to 30 HP पे रखा है, but even after that, बहुत Sidex managing to get that numbers advantage and that first kill. Is he up for that 1v2 clutch or no? Is going to be a question. यहाँ पे जरूर time बहुत ज़्यादा यहाँ पे buy हो रहा है. He has only 20 seconds left to defuse the plan, but there goes a thrifty round. My God, what was that shot from bot Sidex?
Oh goodness, that was pretty clean. Specifically the one he took right before Marty. That was
Well,
fantastic.
That was quite amazing, I think, and I would really be not shocked if the scoreline goes to 6-all scenario, because obviously Team Outlaw wanna be making the best out of those attacking rounds, so that when they are defending first, it's a very easy way to get inside that second half and be the first team to get the match point.
That is right. That is right. And I mean, if they do get the match point, it's gonna be a simple in, but the ride until then is what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I really want to see this one go to an overtime, because these teams are giving such a performance. I want to keep watching more and more.
Yeah, but let's see right now. Team YODHA eSports is obviously looking too good right now. But John Wick is up with that Vandal. He will be using those satchel to get position, get boosted, and यहाँ पे पहला kill obviously निकाल चुके. First blood finally going in the favor for Team Outlaw, and यहाँ पे Team Outlaw is looking quite good. But YODHA eSports seems to be going on an eco round right now. तो ये चीज बहुत ज़्यादा हमें एक मैसेज देती है कि it's gonna be an equalizer maybe, because only those pistol buy के साथ एक comeback करना, एक वो retake करना जरूर बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल होने वाला है. Even after taking the first guy down, he does deny a flawless round, but यहाँ पे जरूर उनके लिए दिक्कतें होने वाली. तो 60 HP पे बचे थे. क्लोन सोवा से टेक डाउन तो हो जाएंगे, and we are down to the last 2 rounds of the first half.
That's right. We see 2 ultimates ready on both sides, and yeah, I mean, it seems like we're gonna see quite something, because like no ultimates are of the same genre, and we are seeing Killjoy and Astra, like Cosmic Divide is coming up probably. And that's gonna be something important for the defending side. They really want to block off entries into the other side and force them to rotate around while rotation is not possible. So that could be a good lookout.
That would be, and we can already see, A side players have been stacked up. Valorant Mind is looking quite aggressive, but I guess that drone is going to be, very punishable for them. But यहाँ पे जरूर dash से, वो back off करना चाहिए. He did deal with some damage to the opponent Killjoy, but will he be able to get that first blood is a question. Because first blood जब आपकी team, आपके favor में आते हैं, तो आपको बहुत ही अच्छा एक advantage मिल जाता है, and that is something which you would really want to have. And यहाँ पे all the players seems to be spotting, Valorant Mind, and he will be taken down as well. 5v focus scenario हो सकता है. Envy on the other side, will he be evening up things? Because बहुत से decks यहाँ पे शावर के side से down हो जाएंगे. The lockdown and cosmic divide, the ultimates having online, and ये चीज थोड़ा round changing हो सकता है, because जब ये execute होगा, वो चीज बहुत ही ज्यादा दिक्कतों में डाल देगी हमारी team Outlaw को.
That is right, and we are in a 4v4 situation even now when half of the round is already gone. Not like we are seeing any aggression. There's a lot of caution, a lot of planning going into this round. So that's just see, here we already see the rotate kind of happening from the attacking side, and this is when I would like to see Astra going into her Cosmic Divide and kind of locking them up here.
Well, that would obviously be, quite bad, I'll say, news for team attackers, because उनके लिए फिर execute करना बहुत ही ज़्यादा मुश्किल होगा. All the players are already getting executed towards the side, and that gravity pull का star is already available at the default area. Will they be having enough time to plan? यहाँ पे ज़रूर gravity will use तो कर दिया, but they are having enough time to play on that post plan scenario. Last के 10 second में वो plan down हुआ, so this is really showing that how better this round is looking right now. यहाँ पे obviously Killjoy का ultimate use हो चुका है, but Terror is up with that cosmic divide. He's still thinking that how could he use that in his favor, but यहाँ पे बहुत ही amazing पूरे के पूरे short area को यहाँ पे cover up कर दिया गया है. 2 players retain हो चुके without Killjoy ultimate. Now that is used right now, and एक easy post plan scenario हमें देखने को मिल सकता है. एक fake diffusal जरूर दिया गया है, but do not forget कि उनके पास इतना time नहीं है. First player को down कर दिया, but will he be able to defuse that bomb? I think even after the attack, all the players they won't be having enough time to do that defusal. And Ricky, baby, having such a high patience level, he waited for that 10 seconds to use his Hunter's Fury and will secure the round in their favor.
That's right, there was quite an execution from Team Outlaw. It did not seem like that round, but they took it by surprise, and I mean, was that some performance? The Astra went in really well with her Cosmic Divide, and it seemed like the whole round was now switching towards the defending side. But then the way Raze came and took the kill on who was it? I don't remember. Was it Killjoy?
Yep, it was Killjoy.
Yeah, and once Raze took Killjoy, the game started switching up around. I mean,
Go on my mark.
quite a performance.
Here.
Well, that was, a fantastic way to hold on to the post-plan scenario, and that is what you would be expecting against, such teams. And Team Outlaw, obviously, we cannot deny the fact that they are, looking quite well today. And you can already see the use of Astra utilities right now. Though players already blocked off. Okay, but Ronin, look at the balls of steel that this guy is having, already TPing to the backside and clearing most of the angles. Now the side is open for them to plan, but यहाँ पे बात ये रहने वाली कि gravity pull क्या उनको enough time देते हैं, because not only they are just holding that, defending that post plan scenario, but with that shot that 90 damage भी मिल चुका है. यहाँ पे 4 HP पे बच्चे जॉन में, and उनके लिए जरूर दिक्कतें बहुत ज़्यादा होने वाली है. He will be spotted down as well, and we are seeing at the 2v2 scenario, grenades यहाँ पे Ricky baby down हो जाएंगे, and it's going to be Raze Jet versus a Raze and Initiator. I do not know that what was Bot Sedex doing with that time, but यहाँ पे Satchel से जॉन में को down करके YODHA eSports, what a way to retake this map, and I think it's gonna be a 6-all scoreline, which we were expecting from the very start of the match today.
That is right. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything but 6-all, considering
sides.
like one of our teams is already the one that outperformed during these scrims, and the other team,
Yeah.
for information of our viewers, is YODHA eSports, who was the second runner-up during our last tournament.
Hello, Levi, not sure. They definitely were, and I would really want to say that will Team Yodha Esports be able to outplay right now? Because I really see Team Outlaw in a very good advantageous position after the second half. They are defending. They have secured an equalizer first half, which is gonna give them a very good advantage as well. And all they got to do is just play a passive gameplay right now. And playing in that passive gameplay is something which Team Outlaw has shown us before as well. We did not see any sort of dominance, but they are just getting executed towards the side at the very early 22nd of the round. So I think यहाँ पे जरूर आउटलॉ के लिए थोड़ी प्रेडिक्शन वेरी रहेगी यहाँ पे.
That is right. I completely agree, and I do want to see quite some game coming in. Ricky Boy has already gotten one kill, or was it Ricky Boy? I'm sorry if I misspelled. The drones are out. I feel Terror has already been spotted, hasn't it?
Yeah, he has been spotted, but look at that grenade right now. वो default area पे रेड करके the paint shell being used बहुत ही अच्छा post plant scenario deny करना चाहेंगे, थोड़ा delay करना चाहेंगे so that all the players are already rotated, and जरूर थोड़ा advantage मिले हमारी team defenders को. But look at Terror here. Terror is using all of his utilities to just make sure that उनकी और उनकी team के लिए थोड़ा easy हो रहा है to block off some angles and some possibilities for players to come in and attack them. But look at the way they are just holding on. यहाँ पे TP करके Aahna rotate करना चाहेंगे, but look at Killjoy on the other hand is just holding on without turret. I do not think that any sort of spawn grenade is available, but जी यहाँ पे spawn grenade active हो चुका है, and this is gonna buy them a good time. And we will definitely take him down, but यहाँ पे जरूर थोड़ी ज़्यादा दिक्कतें होने वाली टीम होता है इसको. Even if they get aggressive towards the side, थोड़ा problem होगा. But look at Omen here, उनके literally head shot पे वो Regan dart लेने का ये, and he's just running around with the Regan dart on his face, even just revealing all the opponent team as well. But यहाँ पे Outlaw के Sidix यहाँ पे last player को down करेंगे. As we were expecting that maybe Team Outlaw could be having a very good advantage factor. I think they are using it at their best right now.
That is right. I mean, what was that round? It went kind of hilarious after the plant. I mean, why would you want to go for that plant when you're in this situation? It didn't seem like the most optimal one.
Well, hi, Rais.
I mean, I get it, you want to win the round, but it did not seem winnable. So I would rather just save my soul. But well, that's just me. I'm a scaredy cat, so.
जी हाँ, यहाँ पे हम already देख सकते हैं that even after these players are not having a good run by round, they are playing quite aggressive. यहाँ पे shower area पे without any using the shift work, they are just trying to get a rush into the side right now, and we are still holding on with that classic pistol. And जरूर यहाँ पे TP तो हो जाएगा. Vortex is just using those cloud smokes, has spotted the spike as well. I'm hoping, and बहुत ही अच्छे aggression से he has entered the short area. I think यहाँ पे जरूर मुश्किल होने वाली टीम योद्धा esports के लिए, because most of the intel has been gathered from the side of team defenders, and they do know that it's gonna be a side play. यहाँ पे backstab भी होने का बहुत ज़्यादा डर रहता है, and जी हाँ, वो paint shell से बहुत ही ज़्यादा damage मिलेंगे. John Wick on the other hand will take down Envy, and the shock dart kills are just not stopping for Outlaw.
That's right. We see two of our players roaming around in mid, one from the attack and one from defense, trying to watch out and take a flank there. There
But
goes the last
Vicky
kill.
Baby will take down Terror. Yeah.
That's right, and all of the attackers got wiped off pretty quick in the round, and we are already seeing another advantage coming in for the defending team, that is Team Outlaw.
Well, that's really, unusual as well. But look at, bot Sidix right now. I do not see that, Team Outlaw will be investing that much into this round, because they would obviously not want to risk it. Most of the players we can see are playing on an SMG, a Marshall, and a Sheriff. And on the other hand, it's very crucial buy round coming in from YODHA eSports as well. So I really see a, 7-8 scoreline, and that's, pretty much because, you would not want to play with, against those rifles with a pistol or like, Marshall and all.
That is right. We are seeing all the utilities going in place already. Raze and Killjoy and Jet have all pushed in their utilities at the same exact spot.
Whoa.
Two of the kills get taken out by Walnut Mine, and that's quite some gameplay.
Well, that's an amazing flank which we saw
Spike
from
planted.
Walnut Mind. He went from that long area towards that side, was boosted up at the default box, and then takes down both the opponent, players from the side as well. So बहुत ही एक अच्छा flank भी हमें देखने को मिला. Numbers advantage totally अभी योद्धा esports के पास आ चुका है. But will he able to defend and obviously grab that flawless round? Because this is something which they would want to know. They don't want to just lose out with their vandals and then buy the rifles again in the next round, which is going to be really damaging on the econ rating. But we can see shots have been fired. Only 15 seconds is left, and Ronan denying the flawless round will take down Marty as well. दूसरे player को भी take down कर सकते थे. But I think यहाँ पे जरूर the time is up right now. And what an amazing gameplay. यहाँ पे Ricky में भी जरूर save करना could be a good option for him. But I do not think that he is saving it by any chance, I guess.
That's right, he was more interested in getting more and more kills, which makes sense because his economy was not in any damage at all. He would want to make the other team go for as much loss as they can in a sense of guns, so that they have lesser money to invest in their utilities so far.
Well, that's pretty true as well. But we can already see that Sick Flick is using the same. We can see a same start from the side of team Outlaw as well, where Killjoy will be holding up with all of those utilities in that hookah area. And जो hookah area का control which team attackers are struggling to, I think it's really giving a good setback for the defending team, I guess.
That is right, and I mean, the defending team is kind of having a hard time controlling the push now, and that's something I want to see more of, so that we at least go into one more equalizer.
Well, but let's hope right now. Walnut Mind, we can already see that he has got aggressive towards that side of triple area, and obviously यहाँ पे first blood निकालना बहुत बड़ा एक task रहने वाला है. Which team is gonna get the numbers advantage at the very early stage of the rounds? Well, it's gonna be team Outer who will take down the duelist of YODHA eSports, and यहाँ पे अभी भी post plan scenario हमें देखने को नहीं मिला है. The delay which team YODHA eSports is doing to play on a post plan scenario, I think that's really a different play style which we're seeing here, because usually we see a post plan scenario and them just waiting for 40 seconds for the spike to get diffused, and they get an easy round win, I guess.
That's right. However, Team YODHA Esports is kind of going for a late plant, making sure that they have a man's advantage before the plant goes in, and they are going to be trying to capitalize on that, but Terror gets taken out by Sick Flick and the man count goes almost even. And then Walnut Mind tries to make the lead come in his favor again, making out 3k towards the end in a post-plant situation, and a game completely towards the side of YODHA Esports, bringing us to the equalizer I was hoping for.
Well, that's a amazing way to bring up that equalizer, and we can already see an 8-all scoreline. The way these teams are so equally scaled group does show us that today the first map of the PixelScope Entertainment, the game jam of Valorant tournament, I really think that the very first match, I think we can go into a overtime.
That's right, and I mean, this just gives you a glimpse of how intense this whole tournament is gonna be. I wouldn't want to miss out on any match in this tournament if this is how it's gonna go. This is completely filled with surprises and packed full tactics all through it.
Well, that is what we are seeing at YODHA Esports, who are taking that shower control, would want to get executed, but I am waiting for Walnut Mind to just dash in and take down few players. यहाँ पे जरूर उन्होंने अपना cloud smokes use कर लिए, but will he be able to take down any sort of crowd? Well, he does, and यहाँ पे Ronin को back to back down कर दिया गया. Marty will take down an opponent team as well, and we can already see players taking that full A control. Bot Rex is up with that storm blade. Now, how game changing could that be? Walnut Mind was having just 3 bullets in his hand, but yeah, but Terror would be there to give him that back. Flawless round जरूर deny कि हमारी team Outlaw ने, but I think it all falls down to Slick Flick right now. After losing this round, I think they would be coming back with another buy round, and I think that's gonna be pretty much of an equalizer again, I guess.
That's right. I don't think Slick Flick might wanna go in and have this fight, but he is choosing to. He has that game in mind. Already took 2 kills. Will it be a retake right now? Placed the turret pretty right. That's quite something. Both turrets are fighting each other right now. Slick Flick is aware of the positioning, going one from left and one for right, but gets taken out by Terror.
Well, that was a very nice try from the side of team defenders, obviously we were expecting that defending team बहुत ही अच्छे एक advantage पे रहेगी and अपने maximum round secure करेगी, but no, Yodha Esports I think is looking quite damage, quite dominating, and I would really want to know that how can they just stop Walnut Mind right now from getting so aggressive. He is just dashing into the side, taking down two frags and making sure that not just he give the numbers advantage to his team, but also make them execute as well. So as a duelist, this is something which you would expect from your team's jet or your team duelist, and that's something which Walnut Mind is doing well right now.
That's right, and that is not only giving the man advantage to the attacking side, but also taking away utilities from the defending side that they could utilize in, like strategizing. I mean, if you lose two people from your round in the beginning itself, you might just wanna switch around the whole strat, and that's something that's gonna take up another amount of time from you, leaving you vulnerable for some time.
जी हाँ, but यहाँ पे बहुत Sidex is up with an operator right now. Now that's gonna be pretty interesting to see, because finally we can see that this decision could help them a bit to stop any sort of aggression coming in from any sort of angle. Because there are only four places from where attacker could get executed towards the side, which is gonna be B hookah, B long, A short, and A shower area. So already Killjoy is holding on that hookah area. If an operator takes down a single angle, so I think four players each can hold two sides right now, and that's pretty much which as a start will be an advantage for team defenders. We are seeing at Walnut Mind, who is just struggling his way to get
30
any sort of
seconds
first blood,
left.
and it's gonna be Ronin finally taking that setback, finally making a comeback. Back to back दो kill निकाल चुके हैं, and that is pretty huge because Nasif उनके पास एक numbers advantage है, but five players are still alive against those two attackers.
That's right. Ronan gets taken out by Nyx, making it less
10
of
seconds
a
left.
man lead, and now it's a 2v3.
enemy
We
remaining.
have Jet at a low HP, so
Spike
that could be
down
something
A.
that gets taken advantage of. But Considix did manage to take one kill, and so did Ricky Baby, leaving the attackers with no agents left to fight for them,
And
and
as we
giving the
talked
round to
about
the
the
defenders.
sorry to interrupt, but as we talked about the equalizer, I think that is being something which is quite a thing from the very start of the match. Like we saw a scoreline of 4-all, then 6-all, then now 8-all, 9-all. So that's being a very fantastic match today, and we are really excited for it as well. A small message to all the viewers that you are seeing at the Game Jam tournament being presented from PixelScope Entertainment. Today our sub goal is gonna be 1.5k, so do not forget to turn that red button grey, and please do hit that like and subscribe button.
That is right. You do not want to miss out on any such games, because considering this is just the first match, we're gonna have many more, and this is the performance you're gonna see in each one of them. So you might not want to miss out on anything. Come here for your teams, come here for your friends, and support.
जी हाँ, यहाँ पे जरूर सपोर्ट कीजिएगा इन अंडरडॉग टीम्स को. It's gonna be Yodha Esports from the side of attacking, and Team Outlaw will be defending, who are defending as well. They are having those four ultimates online as well. We can already see a showstopper Hunter's Fury and the Omen teleportation. So I really think that Omen's ultimate is quite amazing at this map of mine, but he is just not able to perform at the fullest right now.
That does seem like it, because I mean, yeah, I did see Omen being a little bit underutilized right now when it comes to his anything except for smoke. Like, smoke is one thing I'm seeing every time, and other than that, I don't see Omen being able to utilize other
30 seconds left.
utilities so far. But yeah, I do want to see some of it happen.
Well, we can
have
already.
yeah.
Ronin, with use of this amazing time, I think is looking quite overpowered here, but will be taken down by Envy. यहाँ पे जरूर थोड़ा सा struggle किए थे John Wick, could have saved his team to make sure he is having a flawless round, but यहाँ पे Terror is up with that 1v4 scenario and will be taken down as well. I am really seeing that team defenders, which is going to be Team Outlaw, are actually outplaying Yodha Esports right now.
That is right. We might be seeing something really really interesting coming in this time, because now we are going for a timeout from the attacking side. Both of our teams do have one timeout each, and the attackers are going to utilize this to work on their tactics. We might see something really interesting and new coming into play, because I mean, what they're doing is working, but not as well as they wanted to. So those switches are going to be something to look out for.
जी हाँ, यहाँ पे अगर हम अल्टीमेट्स की बात करें, so I think that is also really going very good in the favor for team defenders to play any sort of post plant scenario to defend any side. So I am really seeing that the match point which is going to be that first team to get that match point for me is going to be maybe Team Outlaw.
Mm, I would have said that before the timeout, but now that the timeout has happened, I feel like it
Well,
could be
yeah.
YODHA eSports.
Yeah, I think we should consider that, after this timeout, we can see a very strategical play, maybe something which quite be very unexpected from the side of team defenders. But let's see that, what are going to be that main picks. Because do not forget that Team Yodha Esports would be playing on a half buy. They do not have enough threats to go on for the rifles or else, even up for the heavy armor.
Turn out.
That's right. They seem like they're gonna be going pretty dependent
Get out
on
of my
their own
way.
gun skill and their utilities, because guns are something they're not gonna be lucky enough to fight.
Well, on the other hand, we can see that Wallet Mine Waller getting dashed into the side, but little does he know that there are already 4 players stacked up at the side of A, and that was somewhere which he did not predicted, and he was being taken down. I can really see an 11th round going in the favor for Team Outlaw, but do not forget that Team Yodha Esports after this they will be having a buy round. तो जरूर comeback की आशंका यहाँ पे जरूर योद्धा esports के fans से उनके लिए जरूर रहेगी, and we can see that numbers advantage is now totally in the favor for team defenders. 3v5 का scenario है and hook का control लेने की try कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे हमारे terror. Marty is still struggling his way to get those sheriff headshot kills, but यहाँ पे we can see John Wick is just holding on with that phantom, trying to maybe just AD spot that opponent players, and यहाँ पे first player को spot on तो कर ही लिए. Already NYX is into the side, but that turret is going to be quite damaging. यहाँ पे deny किया वो plant area को, and the recon dart would be failed as well, because यहाँ पे जरूर CT side पे कोई भी player spot on नहीं होंगे. Whoa,
Spike
what
down
was that
B.
kill from John Wick, and that wall bang
30
just shows that
seconds
how
One
well
enemy
he
remaining.
is using all of his sound cue right now.
That's right. He got 3K in the end of the round, making it a flawless for Outlaw. And I mean, we're close to the match point, so it's just a matter of time before we see if Outlaw is already gonna seal it for them. But yeah, I mean, I've been noticing from the last two rounds that we are seeing Walnut Mine just rush into the site and get killed without having any blood on his hands. So that's something you might want to work on. Pretty much like, wait for some intel or maybe for some sound cues and not just rush in like that. This aggression is not working out for them right now, and they
Yeah.
might not want to let the lead become bigger.
Well, that is something which I would really be convinced by you, because Walnut Mine being a duelist, you want to be alive till the clutch scenarios where you are clutching it out for your team, rather than keeping your sentinels
You
and
should run.
controller in those responsibilities. But we can see all the use of Killjoy and Astra utilities, the lockdown being in place right now. Walnut Mine would be boosted up, covering that CT area, but यहाँ पे जरूर इनके लिए मुश्किल होने वाली है, because after that post plant scenario, Aahna, we will be looking at a 5v5 retake scenario. Now that's gonna be huge, because यहाँ पे
down
Spike
B.
carrier को down कर दिया गया with the shockdown, and Ricky baby is just being a very amazing agent right now. NYX यहाँ पे spam करके अपने clone kill जगह down करेंगे, and I am really seeing that maybe Team Outlaw maybe able to retake this plant right now.
That's right, Walnut Mine did take 2 really amazing kills right now, and we are in a 2v2 situation with attackers trying to hold on to that spike. Alright, a gut change coming in from bot Sidix. Is he aware of Estra's positioning? Estra takes
Well-
that kill, and so does Walnut Mine, and we have a round towards the favor of the attackers. We are on a 10-11 situation, not too far away from an equalizer, neither from a match point. What do you think it will be?
Well, I'm really, worried about the Kret situation here. Even after YODHA Esports was managing to, win that round, we can see that 2 players are not having enough Krets to even buy a single, Vandal right now. Now, that is being quite damaging, because even after Outlaw losing that round, they were having a pretty good advantage, and they will be investing again at that operator. Now, the operator play which Walnut Mine showed was quite round changing, because not only he got that 3 kill, but after losing the numbers advantage, 4v2 का retake scenario था for defenders, उस चीज को भी capitalize किया अपने favor में.
That is right, and that is something you do see from Jet and Operator coming in together. all of these round changing man counts, they happen with Jet and Operator combo a lot.
Well, we are seeing Wallet Mine again taking down John Wick. He is looking quite good right now. The match is so close that we are down to the last 3 rounds of the first half right now. But it's going to be Ronin taking on that, last guy down. And obviously, यहाँ पे Paranoma से Wallet Mine भी कहीं ना कहीं एक paranoid हो जाएंगे. But I think 4v4 का जो scenario इधर बन चुका है, equalizer है. दोनों teams के पास बहुत equal advantage है. But team defenders are having some of those ultimates, which is going to be outplayed right now for you. इसको यहाँ पे जरूर हमारे जो Felix did struggle his way to connect those Stormblades, but 2v2 का scenario already हो चुका है. Hunter's Fury wasn't that successful, but still leaves YODHA eSports enough room to play on a post-plan scenario.
That's right. Nix did take some very crucial kills, making it a 2v2 finally, but has taken some damage. Now Walnut Mine does take 6 and Ronin is left to fight Walnut Mine alone.
Like 3 bullets left into his gun, and I was really gonna say that जिससे पहले Ronin taking out that classic pistol is down to 45 HP and grabs that match point. Now we are seeing Outlaw with that match point, and that's gonna be, I guess, pretty amazing for them. A good news, which I'd rather say.
Need a drop. Thanks.
That is right. I mean, I thought Walnut Mine was gonna get that kill. The way he used his dash while in fight was really nice. I mean, that was some quick thinking, using your dash to run out of the crosshair of the opponent and making them switch around the whole area. But that gunfight didn't really work out for Walnut Mine. However, a very nice try. Very nice try.
Well, that was a very amazing try, but we are seeing that यहाँ पे Chala Blood is going totally in the favor for team defenders. यहाँ पे जरूर उनके लिए एक अच्छा damage दिया. 120 का tag दे चुके वो, but look at Ronin right now. Ronin is already rotated towards that side of the will team YODHA eSports wanna overcome it to this side, or will be rotating and make sure that they are having few kills and numbers advantage to play with.
That's right. Even if Team YODHA is deciding on rotating, our defenders have already sniffed it off and they are all moving towards Site A. Site B only has 2 defenders remaining now. And once, I guess, the defenders find out that the attackers are moving in, the call will be made and the rest of them will be here as well.
Well, यहाँ पे जरूर पहले प्लेयर को तो डाउन कर दिया गया, एंड रॉनिन यहाँ पे जरूर बहुत ही अच्छे लेवल नजर आ रहे. फाइनली गिविंग अ गुड use of utilities that Paranoma, the way stunned most of the guys. Bad time for him to play on a post plan scenario, and Ricky Baby right now taking down a good kill, but it's gotta be NYX who will be using his SMGs on his advantage. 2v4 का scenario already हो चुका है, and Raze is down to very low HP. It all falls down to Marty right now, who will be taken down by Ronnie. Satchel's coming in and all of the utilities as well, and a GG well played match. What an amazing first match, which was so much intense. The match went so intense that we were expecting an overtime, but in the end it was Team Outlaw. Somewhere on the line, YODHA eSports did struggle in those cred advantage, but after a 13-10 scoreline, Team Outlaw will be going into the further qualifiers for the Game Jam Valorant presented by PixelScope Entertainment.
That's right. It's very saddening, but we won't be seeing the team that came third the last time, not even going further from here. That's
Well,
not only that does not only tell you that this was a good match, that also tells you that this is gonna be so tough. You cannot rely on yourself, even if you did really good in our last tourney. The teams have evolved so much. We are seeing so much strategical move coming in, such a nice hold coming in from these new teams. I mean, even with all of that experience on your badge, you could not be confident about taking the win.
Well, that was quite an equal and quite an amazing match which we saw from both the teams. Let's hope that YODHA eSports do come back stronger. But for now, congratulations for Team Outlaw. First match आज का जो हमारा गेम जाम का था, वो चीज को उन्होंने secure किया. And with that, moving on to the second match right now. The second match is gonna be between Team FlyingScouts or eSports versus Team TF7. Now, our chat mods are really gonna update you that it's gonna be played at which map. But with that, thank you all for tuning in. Do not forget to hit that like and sub button. And we will be taking a very short break. Meanwhile, you guys can take a break as well, grab some snacks, and PixelScope Entertainment, a perfect place where you can spend your evening watching few of the amazing Valorant matches for today.
That's right. I mean, I would not be surprised if anyone went back and watched the whole match again. This was quite interesting, and I mean, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. You get to see how teams already perform and how you can adjust yourself accordingly. Because moving further, this is just gonna get tougher and tougher, and that just means we're gonna have more fun watching it. So, do tune in and come back after this break. We'll be right here.
I'm going on. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you wanna see me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Cracky. Cracky. Prepare to die. Prepare to die. Welcome to a whole new world. Your planet is now under mid-rangers' control. Humanity will be exterminated. If you hear this message, do not try to leave. Do not try to fight. Do not try to resist. You will be eliminated. You will be eliminated.
Hi, welcome back, and we are back into the um, we're back into the tournament now. I'm so sorry about this. So yeah, we have the second tournament of today, which is also the second tournament of the tournament, second match of the tournament. It's getting difficult. I have with me
Well,
AapKon, and he will tell you about the teams and their gameplay style because the map is again bind, and I already told you all I could about it. So
Well, I'm, really excited. Welcome back, all the ladies and gentlemen. The second match is going to be between Team Flying Scout Esports versus TF7. We have already looked at, TF7, amazing use of those agent picks, and it's going to be again at the, map of bind. So, यहाँ पे जरूर, defending team हमारी जो रहने वाली, it's going to be TF7, and in the side of attacking, it's going to be Flying Scout Esports. So, I'm really excited here, and, all the players are obviously ready. And I would really want to, ask you this that, we saw YODHA esports versus Team Outlaw. What is that one thing which, these teams could take on with their advantage? Because, we already saw that there was so amazing agent picks, so amazing use of utilities. We saw Killjoy, alone being that agent holding on that Uka area. What are some of those intakes which you, got from the last match?
I feel like, I mean, if I had seen the last match and was gonna play next, I would switch my Sova up for a Sky
Well,
because
yeah,
yeah, I want to keep that heal with me. I don't want to give up on
yeah,
the intel, and use that at my advantage in the map of bind because Sky does come out as a very handy player when it comes to bind, and that would kind of help you gain a man advantage when it comes to a situation when you've already lost your HP. You could just boost it back up and go back into the match with a better HP, with a better chance of giving like winning a gunfight that comes forward for you. And the man advantage is really going to count a lot when it comes to bind because it's very quick when people try to rotate from one objective to the other, because
yeah,
once the attacker side is read by the defenders, it's just the middle section and the side they're attacking, so it becomes
yeah.
pretty concentrated, and when it's like that you want to have that advantage in man count. So that's what I feel, but I would like to know what you think as well.
Well, I really think that bind is a map of very narrow, places. As I told earlier as well, there are only four places from where a attacker can get executed towards the side. So it would be really difficult for Team Flying Scout esports to capitalize on the first half. But let's see that earlier we did saw a 6-all scoreline. But let's see that is it going to be the same, or is it going to be Team TF7 grabbing on that lead in the very end of the first half?
That's right. And for the same reason, I feel like we might also see a little bit of Cypher being played because,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
why
with
not?
lesser
And
entry points, there's an option that you could just seal it off and get information whenever someone tries to push it in.
yeah, definitely. And we, would directly, hop into the map right now, which is going to be played at Bind right now. And, it's going to be Team Flying Scout Esports versus TF7. Let's directly get into the match right now. And I'll be really excited to see that what are going to be the agent picks here. As you told Cypher, Cypher is something obviously which any player could choose over Killjoy, knowing that Killjoy can, only use the utilities if she is around those, limited area of range.
That's right. And I mean, we are seeing Reina, which none of us called out, but it's on
Wow.
both teams. So there's Brimstone
I think I
and
do see.
there's Breach as well. There's Viper.
So,
They're giving very new agent light. I mean, this is
well,
quite
not just,
something.
giving us a new agent line, but locking it in as well. Let me introduce you to Team Attackers, which is going to be Flying Scout Esports. It's going to be Will Six. It's going to be Invisible, Hunter Leaf, Aspect, and Average Jignesh.
That is right. Average Ignish is like this guy's username hits home for me. Okay, I'm a good Joe. So yes, rooting for Average Ignish and the
Well,
Viper.
yeah, and from the side of Team Defender, it's gonna be Coldbat, Ares, North Face, Cypress, and what's this? Talking about the agent pick right now from the side of Sentinel, we are gonna be seeing at a double Sentinel play from the side of Team TF7, where we are be
Select your
seeing
agent.
Lock-in coming in as Sage as well as Killjoy. As a duelist, it's gonna be only North Face who will be playing with the Reyna. So obviously, Jet is something which we are not seeing, and it's not only about Jet; it's also about Raze as well. Raze is one of those crucial agent which you wanna have, and that is something which none of the teams have now locked in.
That's right. It seems to be that these teams are hell bent on going unconventional when it comes to this game because I'm not seeing any of the conventional operators. I'm not seeing Jet. I'm not seeing Raze. I'm not even seeing Sova. I mean, I did say you would want to switch it up with a Sky, which they did, but yeah, I mean, the other team just does not have one.
Not
Intel
only
seems to
that,
be
but
weak for that team.
yeah, not only that, but do not forget, Team Defenders TF7 are having not a single but double healer, which they are going to be playing against a team where there is Breach. Now, you know that Breach flashes should be nerfed because it's quite overpowered. There is double controller, which is going to be Astra as well as, Viper. And Viper is really in meta, I guess, right now. And with the Killjoy and Rena, I think that's going to be an amazing, thing to watch, that how these teams are going to be capitalizing on the best ability of their age. In talking about team defenders, we will be saying Brimstone. Now, Brimstone is a person where, you would be want to be using his utilities other than smokes. He does as a molly, he does as a stim beacon, which actually gives a very fair advantage in this 1v1 scenario. And not only that, the ultimate of orbital strike, when it will strike, it's gonna be giving them a very good advantage, just like a Killjoy lockdown ultimate.
That is right. And I mean, a lot about all the tactical stuff has been already said. I just wanna ask you, how
Right there.
excited are you to see Empress versus Empress coming in?
Well, it would really be insane right now because when both the Reina would be coming up with the ultimates, that's going to be pretty amazing. But look at this one-way smoke. Paracle जरूर यहाँ पे not face के पेयो में क्या था, but इस चीज को equalize कर चुके. 4v4 scenario है, and Invincible is obviously wanna getting TP to the side of B right now. Now do not forget, Sky alone is holding on the side. Will he use his blind? जी हाँ, यहाँ पे blind से जरूर अपने opponent team को थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा trouble करने वाले, but average Vignesh is already up with that plan scenario. Invincible will take down Sky, but do not have any sort of so long to get that healing. Now that's going to be very disadvantage for them because team attackers do not have a single healer. Meanwhile, team defenders will be healing up their teammates as well. We are looking at Iris, who is getting executed towards the side, and a good kill coming in from them as well. 2v2 का scenario already हो चुका है, and just healing की मैं बात कर रहा था. All the players are down to very low HP. He is playing on the lineups right now, but average is already हो चुका है. It's only 10 seconds left, and would we be able to see a diffuse coming in? No, that is going to be a question. Viper ने अपना snake bite को छोड़ दिया गया, but that I don't think they might be having enough time. He is using, he is dealing with damage, but still he has enough time to play on that diffusal. And what an amazing round! I wasn't really expected. I didn't expected this, but I think round उधर change हुआ जहाँ पे defending team ने half diffuse कर दिए थे already.
That's right. There was some really clever play by, I think TF Cyrus was the one who did that half defuse, and that was crucial. I mean, if it had not been there, they wouldn't be able to go for anything. It would just be a loss that they would have to deal with, even after such an outstanding performance at the gun game.
Well, I'd really say that was an outstanding performance, and यहाँ पे तारीफ जरूर करनी होगी attacking team की. उन पे numbers advantage था. Average Ignis did use a well use of his utilities. The snake bite was quite damaging, but I think it was team TF7 who were having an upper hand advantage with those healing, and not only the healing but the retake was also beautiful from them. Aspect को हम यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं कि he's up with that classic pistol. First of all, you are attacking first, and then attacking. If you will be playing against with those classic pistols against those SMGs, तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा आपको disadvantage जरूर देगा. But यहाँ पे Hunter F पे यहाँ पे एक level down कर दिया. Spy blinds are obviously gonna come in, but I think उनको take down कर देंगे हमारे Hunter X, and he has already the side for him is open to plan.
That's right. Also, he has taken the advantage on man count for his team, and now we have a 3v4 situation where the attackers are at a man advantage, going in for some fighting. Make it a 2v2, 2v1 now, and we have this Killjoy and Reyna trying to fight the clone Killjoy, who has the spike and kind of is trying to rotate to the other side, making sure she's able to put it in.
Well, यहाँ पे जरूर एक अच्छा माइंड गेम प्ले हमें देखने को मिल रहा है from the side of team Flying Scout, eSports, but will they be able
30
to
seconds left.
get a post plan scenario? यहाँ पे अगर post plan scenario भी उनके लिए create होता है, तो they get a 300 kills, and look at the timing, the moment he shuts down the Killjoy turret, वही time पे villagers यहाँ पे execute होते हैं, but so bad for him. यहाँ पे ding जरूर किया है और उनके मुश्किल होने वाली है, but यहाँ पे frenzy से अपने clone Killjoy का down कर देंगे, and it's already a 2-0 score line. यहाँ पे team defenders are looking on a very good advantage right now, and I think यही अगर momentum जारी रहा, so it would be very hard for team attackers to gather at least some rounds before the first half.
That is right. I mean, and that could be very damaging not only to their economy but also to their scoreboard, and that's just gonna be something you might wanna stir away from. Like, they have healers, so if I am in the attacking side, the first thing I would wanna do is take them down so that um there is no heal coming in, so that whatever damage I deal actually counts.
You're
So
nothing.
that's something I would look out for if I was on the attacking team at this point of time.
Well, यहाँ पे जरूर थोड़े से ऑफ गार्ड पकड़े गए हमारे जो Brimstone the from the side of attacking, but what is not Phasement doing? He is jinked with 18 HP, will get all the healings if the teammates do have it available, and will obviously playing it aggressive. 3 kills already हो चुके हैं अकेले इस साइड पे, not जिस तरीके से अपना होल्ड रखे, अपना aggression रखे. 4 kill is up and he is already for that ace clutch. Now this is quite amazing and this is quite tough for him to stop right now because Winter's ultimate is also online, but it's gonna be Villex जो उनके ace clutch को clutch होने नहीं देंगे, and he's down to very low HP right now. But with wasting any sort of time, Team TF7 will win a crucial buy round which was being invested from the side of Team Attackers.
That's right, and that all investment has gone to nothing for now, so does not seem like they're gonna be able to keep up with that buy for a long time. Like, they might not get to fill up their utilities, fill up their weapons or their shields anymore if they lose a couple more rounds. So this is a do or die situation for them. So gotta push it in.
If somehow if Team TF7 wins this round, I really think कि 5 rounds की lead उनके पास already आ जाएगी, because after winning this round, it will be a 4-0 scoreline, and next round is gonna be a must eco round. Because अगर must eco round नहीं भी रहा, playing with those SMGs and short armor is not gonna be possible for them. But look at the use of utility, 6 HP is down to very low HP, and जरूर healing तो उनको उनकी जो ये teammate है Sage, उनसे तो मिल ही जाएगा. वो चीज एक बहुत अच्छे advantage में साबित होते हुए towards team defenders. Can Invincible capitalize on this Rena advantage of him? But no, it's gonna be the clone Rena will take him down. Invincible will be taken down, and we are already seeing at a 5v3 scenario.
That's right. Aspect did try to go in, but then moved back out immediately and put up one Astra Star there. So that was a good play, trying to at least get that area opened up to push. But all right, do we see the Skybird coming in already?
Yeah, we do see, and I think that Skybird is really on an advantage, Aahna, because somewhere down the line we do know that even if the flashes are used, it does give an intel that if the sky say it's it's blinded, so there were players. So using those blinds as an intel is also a good option for them. And being an initiator, these are some of those advantage which you wanna keep towards yourself. But Aspect is here is just looking forward to clear up all those angles. But ये जो balls उनके available है वो चीज बहुत ज़्यादा disadvantage में, because somewhere down the line it's gonna fall off until the time the spy carrier comes into the side. The time is gonna run out, and also the walls as well. यहाँ पे जरूर Aspect will take down one guy. It's only 6 seconds left, and what an amazing way to take down a guy as well. They do not have enough time, and Viper is still holding on backside without playing a post-run scenario. Now, I really do not know that why was this happening, but I think that's a very miscommunication play from, I guess, side of Team FlyingScouts eSports.
That's right. I mean, we could have seen a much better play coming in. However, they did win the round, but I think FlyingScouts didn't. I mean, TF7 did win the last round, but it could have been much well executed. Like, that kill from Aspect that came onto Sky was something that was already suspected. Sky's bird already blinded Aspect, so I don't know how that kill happened, but that's where the change started happening. However, TF7 was able to capitalize and win the round anyways.
Well, we can already see that players are trying to get aggressive right now. Beach का rolling thunder इधर आ चुका है, and Sky is looking quite overpowered, but it's one of the Invincible who will take him down. Not fair, obviously उनका advantage ले चुके, clone लेना को down करके numbers advantage equal up हो चुका है, but Ares यहाँ पे fall down होने वाले. It's gonna be those judge which is gonna be in play, and because we know that attacking team are having struggled to take down any of the guys. यहाँ पे जरूर ऐसे gameplays, ऐसे X Factor gameplay we can really expect. Ares is struggling to take down the clone Killjoy as well, but यहाँ पे look at Coldbat is so patiently holding off at this area. जरूर यहाँ पे एक player को down करेंगे, and जी whip थोड़ा almost touch चुके थे, but एक player को जरूर down करेंगे. Wait, What was that ball bang? That was an amazing ball bang. He thought that he's been,
Last
very
player
hard damage
standing.
as well. But yeah, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा off guard पकड़े गए. It's gonna be Killjoy versus Killjoy, Ares versus the attacking team Village X, and it's gonna be TF7 who will be able to capitalize in their fifth round. 5 rounds back to back. Team TF7 जीत चुकी है, and I think it's looking pretty one-sided at this moment.
That is right. I mean, 5-0 ke baad, now the 6th round definitely has to go to TF7 because we're not gonna see any good utility or any good guns coming in. However, we do see Invincible and Aspect have their utilities like ready, but it also depends on how long they are able to like stay alive. I've been noticing in the last 3 rounds, Invincible does get taken out in the beginning itself. So let's hope they're able to execute on their utilities if it comes to that.
Yeah, and do not forget the fact that these guys are also having, those ultimates online. Having those Cosmic Divide and Impress ultimate in a post-gun scenario could buy a lot of time for them. And, Reina alone could be the game changer or the round changer, which I'd rather say. Hunter XF is already getting, towards that tower area. But on the other hand, it's going to be the, walls right now. Cypher is coming up with an insane one taps on average Ignis, and already the numbers advantage going in the favor for team defenders. यहाँ पे मुश्किलें धीरे-धीरे बढ़ने वाली हमारी team, flying scout men scouts esports के लिए, because obviously they are losing those numbers advantage, and after giving first blood to your opponent team, not only you give them a numbers advantage, but look at the confidence here. Blindly rushing into that mid area is something which you would not want to do when you are defending first. You want to play passively, and that is what would give you an advantage. But Invincible is finally up with that Embrace ultimate. All the players have got executed towards the side of B, and I really think यहाँ पे possibility बन सकता है कि first round आ चुका है हमारी team attackers के लिए. But let's still wait for the use of the ultimates being used from the side of team defenders.
That's right. We are seeing Sky going all in with the utility. Gets caught off guard. There was some careless round there. I mean,
killed.
let's see if Killjoy is able to make it up for the team. Does get 2 kills. It is a Killjoy versus Killjoy, but HP is really low on the defending Killjoy, so this may not turn out to be their round. That's quite some cue.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Well, यहाँ पे जरूर 10 seconds बाकी. He has to stick to the plant right now, but it seems as if Village X is so confident that it's not going to get defused, and that is not the case. How can he even do this?
That's right. Are you kidding me, Village X? Like, that was a kill you could have easily gotten, but then you just chose to not commit to the fight at all. I get it that you don't want to overcommit to fights, but this was literally just a fight you had to take.
And that was not even a fight. It was just that you are attacking and not even defending, that you want to save your gun. And saving a gun did only give him 1,000 creds, which we can see in the screens right now. And not only that, it was a fight between 125 HP versus 23 HP. You just had to connect one single classic pistol shot, and the diffuser would have been taken down. But I think that was pretty much of I think a misinformation or misknowledge. It seems as if he might not be having those sound clues, that he wasn't having enough time for the spike to get detonated. And उसी के साथ throw which we can say resulting for team defenders getting that 9th round. The ultimates being online for team TF7 is gonna be the orbital strike, impress, lockdown, as well as resurrection. Meanwhile, from the side of team attackers, they do has those Viper spit. Now Viper, I look it as a very underrated agent, because if you use a utility at the best, I think she is really amazing, and the ultimate alone is actually round changing quite.
That's right. Viper has already created a wall across the whole area, and that's quite damaging for the defenders right now, and they're already at a man loss. So
Planted.
all happened.
Well, back-to-back 2 kills जरूर निकाला यहाँ पे not fair, but it's gonna be average Ignis who will will be taken down as well. यहाँ पे Ares जरूर off guard पकड़ना चाहते हैं. What an amazing way यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से these players are showing their gameplay, it's looking quite amazing, because यहाँ पे जैसे ही अपना Killjoy का lockdown use किया था, so they do know कि now these players are wanting to reposition themselves, and when they were repositioning, that's the time when Ares comes in and takes down most of the guys, getting this advantage in the favor. And even after these guys are able to execute so easily and plant the spike, it is looking as if what I don't even know the line, but a cup of cake for them, that they are just able to take the retake in their favor.
That's right. I mean, I can really I mean, this is not quick math or anything, but you can already say, if nothing, we're at least gonna see that the defenders are gonna walk into the roll swap with an advantage on their side, and that's just obvious now. But I don't think we're even
There.
gonna have many rounds after the roll swap. It seems like the defenders are pretty hefty at their execution. They're doing really good in execution, and even when they are at a man loss or anything, they're able to capitalize on it by just connecting the right dots to the right position.
Well, what is the damage which Sky have dealt here? We can already see it on screen. So Viper is down to 30 HP, and obviously Reyna is also down to very low HP. But it's gonna be Expect who will be, taking few guys down. These spawn waves are still not in play right now. But look at the ultimates been online. Impress ultimate is online from the side of Team Defenders. Attackers ke side se we can see those, Viper split as well, and the lockdown. Now this is looking huge for Team Defenders because they are not having those many numbers advantage. Jignesh is down to 26 HP. Jignesh, Astra as well as Reyna down to very लो HP. जरूर इस चीज का एडवांटेज करना चाहिए. 1-1 शॉट भी अगर कनेक्ट होते तो यहाँ पे एडवांटेज मिल सकता है. बट एस्पेक्ट यहाँ पे ऑफ गार्ड पकड़े, पकड़ेंगे अपने ओपोनेंट को, and 1v2 का scenario already हो चुका है, where the bomb has been, the Viper split has been taken down, and it's gonna be Village X who will take down Lace Fair, not Fair, which I'd rather say, and the first round finally coming in the favor for Team FlyingScouts eSports. Can we expect a comeback there? Can we expect a momentum shift going in the favor for Team Attackers, or it was just a round being won by the use of most of the agent using their ultimates?
I mean, I think it could have been that a lot of ultimates did come into play in that round, but it's not like that round is gonna happen again very soon, because you might need a lot of rounds before you're able to recharge all your ultimates to the max again. But that execution was really well done. Like, I know it was just a lot of ultimates, but it was like on point. Everything at the plant position, making it more and more difficult for the defenders to come back and retake the site. So that just goes out to say that they do have strats. They just need to polish it up so that it can stand up against TF7.
Yeah, on the other hand, we can see amazing use of Astra stars as well, giving sound cue at the side of B so that players are, anticipating them to come from there. But it's gonna be the A side which is gonna be seen in play. Why would you use your Rolling Thunder if, Sage is up with that wall? And, his use of Rolling Thunder was quite an overpowered ultimate, but was not able to capitalize or make a lot of it. Here comes Invincible. What an amazing way to take 2 kills and, keeping numbers advantage in your favor. 2-all का scenario already हो चुका है, and it's gonna be Reyna Sage versus Reyna Astra. Now both the Reynas के पास यहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा responsibility रहता है on their shoulders to make sure that they are able to clutch it out for his team. But it's gonna be which Reyna is a question, because first Reyna has been taken out, not taken out, and it all falls down to Cold Bat. जहाँ पे Invincible will backstab him, and it's gonna be the second round. Team, Flying Scout, they are looking so good right now, but I think that it's not even too late. It's better late than never, maybe.
That's right. I mean, we do still have Reyna's ultimate ready, so she could go in with it. And on the opposite team, we have Sky. So I don't know. I feel like we could see a comeback happening, but in any case, the roll swap is gonna go with a lead towards the defending team, which is TF7.
Well, that might be the case, but let's not forget that only 3 rounds are left for the first half. Seekers यहाँ पे use कर दिया हमारे Sky ने, and obviously, all the Seekers will be falling to the side of B main, which is gonna give them some intel that it's gonna be a B main play right now. Now, having Seekers, having Sky as an agent pick, as an initiator is quite an advantage, and उस चीज़ का बहुत ही, best use करना चाहिए. But look at Reyna right now. Air is coming up with an insane kill, and the spike carrier is down at the side of B long. Now, this is looking quite overpowered. Aspect, on the other hand, taking down 2 kills. Now, these flanks which Team Attackers are doing are actually, बहुत ज़्यादा ground changing साबित हो रहा है. But if we look at North पे, यहाँ पे एक player को down करेंगे. But, what we say, Aspect is obviously up with that base. Plus, we can say 4th kill यहाँ पे down कर सकते थे, but यहाँ पे Brimstone is down to very, very low HP, and it all falls down to Huntrix alone. He has the last line he did have, but he has used that as well, and only an Aftershock and Stun Crush is available. Do you think that, Hunter can, defend this post-plan scenario?
Well, it could have been if the defenders didn't already have a healer on their side. Sky already healed up
Yeah, he did.
teammate. Yeah, and now, I mean, with 2 people both on 100 HP, if they push together, you're not going to be able to take both of them down before you're dead yourself. So,
Healing over here.
I mean, it doesn't seem very doable when it comes to a 2v1 clutch, because I mean,
Here.
there's one person. Once you take that person down, the other person has complete information of your location, and you are bare there without any intel. So it does always seem like it goes to the person to the team with two people, but this was quite some execution. A very good fight that we saw Hunter being committed to, but then fate is fate.
Well, let's see right now. It was a good advantage for team defenders as well, as they did not, luckily line up for them. And यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं double rush coming in from the side of Shava area, but both the players having taken down. Cosmic Divide is also in play right now, which is going to be very disadvantage for team defenders to stop them getting executed towards the side. But that was a very wrong decision for Hunter, except even though he was having those many, easy ramp to go towards the side and reposition for playing a post-run scenario, he, rushed into the Cosmic Divide where Nordfez was expecting him on the other side and will take him down as well. Average Ignish is obviously up with with an amazing kill, and it all falls down to Rena alone. He will be taken down by Aspect, and it's an 8-3 scoreline. I think, जिस तरीके से comeback हमें देखने को मिल रहा है फिलहाल from the side of team, Flying Scout eSports, even though they end on an 8-4 scoreline after the last round of the half, I think they have pretty much, enough rounds in their hand to make a comeback in the second half.
That is right. And I mean, just as we are seeing TF7 capitalizing on their defense rounds, we might even see the attacking team currently go for a much better display when they go into the defending rounds. So that's something we can see. And I just want to point out the cross that was created on the whole map. There was a perpendicular Viper wall that was created right against the Cosmic Divide, and that kind of divided the whole area into a very specific quadrant for all the teams, and that's what makes it difficult for you to choose which quadrant you want to invade into. So that was very clever.
Well, that was really, quite amazing. But we, would have loved to see if Team Flying Scout Esports would have done that from the very early stage of the round, because then is when we could have seen a very competitive match of today, and not, such a far out lead which was being given so easily to Team TF7. But Orbital Strike seems to be, ready for the side of Team Defenders. But where is he going to strike? This is going to be a question still. 4v3 ka scoreline obviously ho chuka hai, and still there is no execution being seen from the side of Team Flying Scout Esports.
That's right. We see that TF7 is in advantage on man count, but we still have more ultimates available towards the attacking side. And I feel like these two are actually good, very good ultimates though, because we have Viper's Pit, which is really essential post plant, and Reyna that can even out the man count. So that's quite something to look out for. But now Reyna is the only one left to survive with a 3v1 situation, and Cyrus already been taken out.
Yep, and it was not only the case of 3v1, but also a case where he had only 15 seconds to play a post-plant scenario. 9-3 ke scoreline ke baad Team TF7, they are looking pretty strong, but still, the map is not yet over, because, somewhere down the line, if you'll see, team defenders do have an advantage, that if they win the pistol round, they would be, after winning this pistol round, back-to-back SMG rounds, they will be able to easily gather if they do not do any sort of oopsie, and would obviously be just 4 round, what we can say, behind the team defenders.
That's right. That could really well happen. And right now is the time for the defending team currently to capitalize and, make sure that they break the economy for TF7 to the point that they are the ones who are able to pick up all the ultimates and spam it all through and even up the score, because this is quite some lead. Like, there's a literal half a round, half a side ka lead, like 6 points lead. That's quite something.
Yeah, we can actually expect, but the pistol round has started, and I would be really, not shocked if team defenders are able to, capitalize on this movement, because, if you're defending with double controller, now that's in your advantage with breach, flashes, and obviously Killjoy ultimate. I think, team, Flying Scout Esports just have to make the best of his utilities from all the agent picks, which is, quite in their advantage as well. But we are looking at Sky, making sure she is able to, clear all the angles, but kind of, yahan pe, 8 player ko spot on to zarur kar diya, but it's got to be Killjoy utility find some time for average gymnast to back off, but यहाँ पे जरूर cold bat इनको off guard पकड़े जाएंगे. Ares is still up with that kill, and it's already a 2v5 numbers advantage going in the favor for Team TF7. What was this? What was this gameplay for them? They win without executing towards the side. Team defenders, instead of playing passive, they just, some players got spotted off. Some player tried to take those 1v1 scenarios, which we can see from Village X as well, and were being taken down as well.
That's right, and there was quite some game by TF7 Ares right now. Even though he lost his life, he did put up a fight which gave enough time
One
for Sky
enemy
to plant
remaining.
in, and now we have moved on into a post-plant situation with a 3v1 going on. I mean, this is commendable.
This is actually commendable because we are looking at a 1v3 scenario. Obviously, Team TF7, a good right click from Sky and will take down Invincible as well. 10th round is up for Team, attackers, and what an amazing way to grab that lead. If you win your first match, with such a great lead, this shows that in the further stages of a tournament, you are going to be gaining good confidence. And let's hope that, the match is still not over. We as a caster, we as a viewers would be enjoying the match if it is quite competitive and equally skilled group.
That's right. I do want to point out, I mean, I'm not sure if this is right, but I feel like Villigex is having quite some issue with the headphones, because it seems like all these sound cues literally just went past him all through the rounds that happened so far. All 13 rounds, one thing I didn't notice from him was reaction onto sound cues. So, I don't know. I think that may be a reason they are not being able to put up the fight.
Yeah, and maybe, that was the reason where, an easy winnable round also he would have thrown in that 1v1 scenario if you, remember it.
Yeah, that was quite some throw. Gosh. That was just a fight you needed to take, but probably he did not hear it and could not guess that it was gonna be a fight after all.
Spike down B.
Well, Hunter except with an amazing kill. Judge से यहाँ पे एक player को जरूर down करेंगे. That aftershock could have, given some damage to Cold Bat, but it's gonna, at least make him back off. And यहाँ पे जरूर हम देख सकते हैं कि Marshall in play देखने को मिल रहा है. Hunter except, even after losing the pistol round, he is using those Judge, which might be in a good advantage to him because, we do know that, a Judge is quite an overpowered gun, and I was talking about, advantage, and जितने players अभी down है team TF7 को सबको down किया गया with that Judge and Hunter is safe. Now, will he take down, that ace clutch is a question because अगर ये ace clutch है तो बहुत ज़्यादा advantage होगा. Fourth player को भी down कर दिया गया है, and यहाँ पे जरूर spike carrier जो है वो फिलहाल हाथ में है Hunter XF के.
That's right. It's gonna be a Hunter XF versus Killjoy in these crucial last 10 seconds,
10 seconds
of the
left.
round. Killjoy is coming in for the spike. All right, the spike has been secured. Wrong push. Wrong push, and there goes an ace clutch from Hunter XF, making this the round for the defending team.
Well, what an amazing ace clutch from Hunter XF coming in at such moment of the match where it was a must-win scoreline for them because अगर ये round भी आ जाती तो 11-4 का scoreline already हो जाता and बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कतों में आ जाते थे. That 1600 creds investment in that Judge and being played at the Hookah area, I think that was quite overpowered for team attackers.
That's right, and I mean I did see some carelessness coming in from the side of Ares because I mean, if you know your spike is down there and there's just one defender remaining, you know that they're around there. I mean, nobody's gonna leave the spike out for you to take. So, should have been a little more careful. She had already cleared half the area before moving in. So once she got hold of the spike, Killjoy should have moved back instead of going further, knowing that there was a fight that could be waiting out there.
Well, we could, really be expecting that, but we are looking at team, TF7 playing with, half which I'd rather say a pistol upgrade against those rifles. So यहाँ पे जरूर, एक 10-5 का scoreline हम expect कर सकते हैं. First blood जरूर आ चुका है. Aspect takes down Ares, but यहाँ पे, जरूर healing मिल जाएगी. And, without taking another guy down, Aspect is up with 2 kills right now, and it all falls down to Sky. Having that healing available, but, that thing where she couldn't heal herself is a very, big disadvantage for her, but she is down to a 1v4 scoreline and would obviously wanna already flawless round to dinner हो चुका है, but is obviously looking back, denying any sort of flank coming in from the side of defenders, and defenders के side से we can see 2 players are already rushing in. यहाँ पे इंटेल जरूर गैदर हो चुका है कि बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स यहाँ पे स्टैक अप है इससे पहले कि वो ब्रीच को डाउन करते पीछे से विलेज एक्स का बहुत ही अच्छा फ्लैंक कमिंग इन एंड द 5th राउंड गोइंग इन द फेवर फॉर टीम Flying Scout eSports. Now are we expecting a comeback here, or is it, or we just have to wait for buy round from the side of team TF7?
BYB fam, going to Astro
I
to do
am
them Astro
not gonna be
Guardian.
able to tell anything at this point of time. I mean, both the teams are performing pretty well. We are seeing quite some
Placing
comeback
swamp
coming in
grenade.
from the
Placing swamp
defending side right now, because they are capitalizing on all the extra economy they have. But I cannot like, assuming the past history, I cannot completely give up on TF7 either. So this seems to be a very undecided point in the game for me.
Well, that's actually, even I would be convinced by you because we can already see
Healing
that,
over
okay,
here.
Ares will be given a good heal even after dealing with some damage. यहाँ पे, जरूर breach को down कर दिया गया है. The, what we can say, a judge criminal, we can rather say, and Sky is on with that, Tiger of herself, where she is trying to gather all the intel. यहाँ पे lamps areas पूरा clear है, and that Astra well is also being well in place right now. But, I think यहाँ पे अगर डैमेज करते हो वॉल को तो शायद पोस्ट प्लान सिनेरियो को डिनाई कर सकते थे बट आई थिंक दैट दिस इज लुकिंग प्रीटी वेल फॉर टीम TF7 टेकिंग डाउन इनविंसिबल एज वेल द शॉट्स हैव बीन फायर्ड वॉल बैन ट्राई करेंगे देना बट एस्पेक्ट यहाँ पे बहुत बुरे एक जगह पे ट्रैप्ड इन द ऑर्बिटल स्ट्राइक इज गोना स्ट्राइक अप एट द साइड ऑफ A back area and one player is already detained right now. Can we expect that team defenders would be able to retake or it's gonna be an 11-5 scoreline?
I am trying to look for an 11-5 considering current situation of the map, but not face does get taken out, making the man count to 1 instead of 2.
One enemy remaining.
There's some back and forth fight happening here, and Sky takes 2 kills in the end, making it a round for the attacking team, and TF7 does take the 11-5 round. We did call it.
Well, I won't be shocked if, they are able to win at a scoreline of 13-11 because obviously if you're attacking first, you have a good dominating, gameplay, you have a good teamwork. But if you're not up with those, crucial buy, which are going to be rifles and heavy armor, तो जरूर, वहाँ पे आपके लिए disadvantage clear होता है and वो disadvantage का पूरा use की यहाँ पे हमारी defending team, which was going to be team Flying Scout eSports, but यहाँ पे Cole back, we can already see that he is going to be a bit aggressive. Seekers are being in place right now and यहाँ पे Seekers जिस तरीके से intel दे रहे, it's gonna be a good advantage for them. Judge का यहाँ पे sound क्यों मिल चुका है Sky को, so obviously team attackers TF7 won't be wanna overcommitting to that side of hookah and giving out a kill of Judge, but यहाँ पे Judge से Invincible ने इतना दूर उनको down कर दिया. Now that's quite amazing, but we are seeing most of the players from the side of defenders playing on a Judge. Not Fairs will even up things and यहाँ पे जरूर एक player को down करेंगे, but that was so wrong in timing. The Cyphers was just expecting him. On the other hand, Not Fairs is up with that a good map control. B side पे पूरी तरीके से he has got aggressive, but यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल होने वाली है. 2 players को साथ में spot on किया, double peek भी दिया गया and they will take down Not Fairs. Well, we are looking at a 2v2 scenario and from the side of team Flying Scout Invincible, he is having his Impress Ultimate online.
That is right. We are seeing a lot of weight towards the side of defending team. They have the ultimate. They have one extra man count, but both the teams are in different objectives currently. So does not seem like a fight is coming in very soon. However, it should, because this is the post-plan situation.
Well, obviously, a good rotation as well, that meanwhile the lockdown was in place at the side of B. All the players had already rotated and A pick post plan scenario हमें देखने को मिल चुका है. It's धीरे-धीरे the time is going and we can see 30 seconds is left. Invincible taking that first guy down, but will they be able to defuse the bomb right now? 15 seconds back and that molly has landed very well. क्या यहाँ पे एक advantage देखने को मिल सकता है. एक player को तो जरूर down कर दिया, but I think that is going to be enough. And what an amazing gameplay, Cyrus, grabbing that clutch, and not only that but also getting the match point. Team defenders, they are looking pretty amazing at this point.
That is right. We are seeing TF7 going to a 12-5 score. This is a match point, and they are pretty heavy on their economy. I mean, they can go for all the best armor, all the best guns that they want to play with, while our defending team is gonna have to go in with half the armor and the guns that they can afford. Not really all. However, they have taken 3 ultimates prepared for them. That may be a strat that we can see. That's just gonna happen. Alright, we start off with a cosmic divide, so quite something.
Well, the round has started and we can already see a cosmic divide being in play from the side of defenders. Now, what is this cosmic divide being used for? Can I just ask you? Because I'm not able to get it that why is this cosmic divide like this?
That's right. I mean, this shape does not even give me any utility to it. Does not give me any protection to it. There's already been 2 kills taken from the side of defending team, so that just seems like we're gonna see something weird going on.
Well, Colebat has hidden himself behind the wall with a just amazing gameplay which we are seeing here from both sides of the team. 2v focus scenario ho chuka hai, and do not forget numbers advantage going in the favor. I think this is going to be a close map as we predicted, a 13-5 score, and that is something which we are going to see. Invincible yahan pe thoda sa whip karte hai, but that Impress ultimate is going to be enough to handle it right now. 2v3 ka scenario already ho chuka hai, and the Resurrection ultimate is also online, but will she be able to get in position to revive? Yahan pe fourth player ko down kar chuka hai. The bomb is taking down right now, but Turret is going to be an MVP right now. Will Turret be able to clutch it out? Oh no, 15 seconds बाकी है. Turret एक player को जरूर down कर चुके हैं. Now he has to stick it or else the match is over. And yes, it is Team TF7 with an amazing clutch start round. Back-to-back dog clutch करके they grab this map and the round go and will be going further in the qualifiers. A well-played match, a nice tried round as well from the side of Team FlyingScout eSports. But in the end, the winner is going to be Team TF7, and we will be seeing them further in our tournaments.
That's right. And was that an amazing round? I mean, come on, we went all the way for 21 kills from Notface. However, he did lose a few gunfights, which were basically lost just because of some little carelessness, some little unawareness. But was that quite some gameplay? I mean, 21 kills in just 18 rounds. That's literally more than 1 kill every round.
That is actually, and having with more KD of 1, that's gonna really show that you're duelist. Even if you don't have a Jet or Ace, I think Rena was, a pretty good pick for them, and a very amazing gameplay which we saw from Team TF7 at the side of attacking. The way they were able to clutch those crucial round, that is where the game changed. That is where Team FlyingScout eSports lost their confidence, and even after you are not able to win or capitalize on the round which should be won by you, that is something where there are very less hopes for you to make a comeback. Now with that, I'm really excited for the last match for today, which is going to be between Team Fangs versus Team HighOnLife. Obviously the toss results will be given to you in our chat mods, and to all those viewers who have tuned in, welcome all the guys. Yahan pe, you are seeing the Game Jam Valorant being presented by PixelScope Entertainment, and we will be taking a very short break of 5 minutes so that all the players are being set it up at the lobby and we start up, and obviously we'll be seeing you in a very short break. Meanwhile, let's take a break.
See you on the other side.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't breathe.
We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder.
Go crazy, berserker.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked backwards just for a minute, I'd hold on to you before the memory's gone. I remember you, you lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you, you make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember, remember. Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day. But now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity. Taking over your body, it's flowing through your mind. This feeling's got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love shouldn't have, with the people I shouldn't know. I might as well end still on that. It's the only thing that I fucking do.
Drama. Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, so me get on my face. I got a taste, well the whole plate. Finna get laced if we step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talk and your team bluff it. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Never really know when you're gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? Bury them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on far. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. We do the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life every night. See in the dark, blind by the light. I got the spark, I got the pipes. All of my arts coming to life. Had to face my fears while I chased my peers, and I found my spot. About time that I found myself. I've been out here walking that walk. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my
Hi, hello, and welcome. This is the third match of the tournament and of today. And I am very excited to tell you this is between Team Fangs and and the other
HighOnLife.
team that you'll find out about when the match starts. Let's keep that a secret for now. Yeah, so we're gonna finally move on to a different map, which is gonna be Ascent. I do hope to see a really good gameplay coming in Ascent by Team Fangs, but let's see what HighOnLife has to offer us. And here's my co-caster AapKon, and please tell me something about this map, AapKon, because like I want to know what you think can happen here.
Well, after the first two matches today, which was being played at Bind, we are finally at the Ascent, the classic map of, Valorant, and it's going to be played between the champions team, the defending title team of, Team Fangs, who have won most of the tournament here at the PixelScope Entertainment. They will be playing this first eliminators against Team HighOnLife. So I would be really, not surprised at how our Team HighOnLife going to be, playing right now, because obviously they are defending first. Team Fangs are known for that domination, and they at Ascent and at the attacking side, I think that's a very pretty bad news for HighOnLife. But let's just not I would not want to say anything before the match starts. So I would really want to directly hop into the match. We will be seeing Ascent, where attacking team would be Team Fangs along with the defending team of Team HighOnLife.
Yep.
So let's see right now that which team is gonna be overtaking the other team. Will be outplaying them. Let's directly get into the match right now, and I'd be really excited to see that what sort of agent picks is something which we can expect here at Ascent.
That's right. I would expect to see Maverick playing Sova because from the past tournaments it seems like he always does. But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. I feel like in Team Fangs, one thing that I've noticed generally, while starting off, they just try to take rounds. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So this is what I've seen them do generally. They'll just send one person in. All will be there, but one person will just go in, take all the frags, and come back out with like a 3K or a 4K. And then the next round, when you're actually starting to focus on that one person, it'll be someone else all over going with all those kills. It's
And
just
that's what Team Fangs is known for. Not only one, not only two, but each and every player of them have those clutch capabilities, have those fragging capabilities, where if any person is even taken down, so they are up for that clutch scenarios. And we have already seen Team Fangs dominating the underdog tournaments, lobbies. And let's see that what results we are going to be seeing today. It seems as if some player did answer well earlier, but finally we are ready with the lobby. Let's directly get into the matchup now. I'm really not going to be shocked if we will be seeing again those Astra and unusual agent picks, because obviously it's going to be very amazing to see what sort of agent picks teams would be picking up with.
that's right. I did think we will be seeing some Sova coming in from Maverick, but he has not picked any, while Dino TV has already gone with one. We are seeing Astra, Reina, and Jet. I do hope to see Sage coming into play because her boosts up, like whenever she tries to boost people up onto her wall, kind of plays like essential role into holding angles in this site. And yes, Maverick has gone in with the Sova, and I think Smokey might pick on a Killjoy because that's something Smokey does good.
Well, Team HighOnLife, it seems as if they'll be playing with a double initiator, which is going to be Breach and Sova. As a Sentinel, is going to be Sage. and a single duelist play. Now, due to they being taking that double initiator, and that too when they know that they are defending first, I think that I'm really not getting that what was the need for double initiator. But talking about Team Fangs, it's gonna be Kohli with Astra, Maverick with Sova as an initiator. It's gonna be Killjoy from the side of Team Fangs, who will be taken by Smoke R, and B2 will be up with Rena and Headshot Machine with the second duelist. So very classic pick, we are seeing, and as we thought, as we predicted, that those Astra plays and all could come, and that has been taken from Kohli himself. So I'm really excited here right now, and I would really, not be amazed if the first half goes in the favor for Team Fangs.
That's right. I mean, I have never seen a team high on life play before, but from what I've seen of Team Fangs, Kohli and Smokey actually make a really good duo when they come to it. And I have seen B2 and Edshot doing a good duo with each other as well. And Maverick kind of is a lone wolf that I've spotted so far. But uh, I mean, there are some really good clutch rounds that I have seen B2 commit to and always come out on the surface. So it seems like Fangs is pretty prepared, but just like I have noticed all of these things, pretty sure HighOnLife has as well, and we might be able to see some really good strats coming in from their sides to counter all of this that we know about Fangs.
More than 80% of the players from Team Fangs have gone for a short armor rather than buying a ghost. Only B2 would be the one playing with a ghost right now, and that's looking like these players would want to secure that first round. We do know that Asian is a map where we talk about few of those defensive advantage which teams can take in their favor, and for the attacking team they do have to take the mid control. So the match is gonna get started, and all the players are split it up. Some players at the side of high mid and at the side of B main. We can see Kohli already using his Astra smoke wall up to smoke out some of this pizza or the market area and take the mid control. यहाँ पे totally जा चुका है हमारी team Fangs के पास, and we can already see that Smoker is using his utilities to make sure that he is able to get some of those intel if some players try to rush in from the side of mid. B2 is down to 14 HP. He does get dismissed and takes the first kill, first blood. यहाँ पे team Fangs के पास आ चुका है, but it seems as if Smoker is just waiting for that wall to go off, and then he takes a catwalk control. But look at Omen right now. Omen is just holding that short area, takes down the first guy, and there's already goes the numbers advantage in the favor for Team Fangs. Can the Brimstone taken down? No, he has been taken down by Kohli as well. And यहाँ पे Dino YT का बहुत ही अच्छा एक अच्छा cover देखने को मिलता हुआ. He is looking quite good. Like numbers advantage को ना सिर्फ deny किया, but he kept Soa at a very low HP as well. What do you think? Can team defenders put a good retake here?
It seems difficult right now because I mean B is one of the most difficult sites to take back in Ascent. I mean,
One enemy remaining.
you have complete cover on your hands. You cannot go wrong with site B in Ascent. It's just something that's like written in the books.
Well, it is, but on the other hand, Kohli coming up with a 3K, doing the job right now. यहाँ पे बहुत ही अच्छे एक 3 kill के साथ ही not just denies those round being going anywhere in the favor for defenders, but obviously gets enough credits for him to keep those SMGs hand heavy. यहाँ पे वो advantage कहीं ना कहीं हम जरूर देख सकते हैं as Maverick को उन्होंने वहाँ पे एक drop दिया which is gonna be Vandal. Now Maverick will be playing on Vandal while the other players are gonna be playing with those SMGs. So this is looking quite a 2-0 scoreline for the side of Team Fangs, because obviously after getting those initial pistol round, they would want to capitalize on the second round, and जो disadvantage create किया है team defenders के लिए उस चीज को totally अपने favor में करना चाहिए.
That's right. We already see B2 taking 2 kills right when they're on started, going in for one more and gets it. There's one more coming in for his side, and it's a 4K taken by B2. Will B2 be able to convert it into an ace is what we have to see now. It seems like there's a push coming in from Sova towards towards the border of A. However, B side is completely empty and can be taken taken control of immediately. And there goes the fight. Smoke takes the kill of Sova, and we are left with a flawless round in the arms of Fangs, and B2 going in with a 4K. Just like we suspected, they are sending one after the other players on rotation to go in and show their gameplay.
Well, that's pretty amazing as well, which we are seeing from the side of Team Fang. But here, a crucial buy round coming in from the side of Team HighOnLife. Will they be able to get that first point on scoreboard? Because that's really important as well. Against, playing against a dominating team, you would want to, make sure that attacking side पे अगर आप, अपने side पे थोड़े से भी advantage रखोगे अपने side पे थोड़े से भी scoreboard पे लाने हो, that's going to give an advantage, and this is what's going to be an advantage to him. Back to back 2 kills निकाला, Smoke is out to very low HP, but look at the way he was hiding. यहाँ पे जरूर शॉक बैक उनका डाउन किया गया है और ऑलरेडी 4v2 का सिनेरियो ऑलरेडी हो चुका है एंड टीम हाई ऑन लाइफ व्हाट एन अमेजिंग वे टू कम बैक indeed, which I'd rather say the push coming in from the side of team defenders was quite unexpected and will be resulting quite in a round win as well. यहाँ पे लास्ट प्लेयर को डाउन करेंगे, डायनो कमिंग अप विद एन अमेजिंग 3 kill and यहाँ पे I think we shouldn't underestimate much for team high on life right now.
That's right. They seem to be a very adaptable team that can literally like sniff off of your stats and your moves and your gameplay style and build on it, because it seems like the first two rounds they set back, looked at how the game is going, and immediately circulated their gameplay around it to entrap Team Fangs into their clutches.
Well, that's actually, that might result very good for them. But we can see that Team Fangs, have taken a technical timeout right now. This timeout, might, could be a sign that they would be making a stronger comeback in those bar round and would want to, make sure that, they have just a single timeout for both the half. So would want to make sure that they are using it at their best to get, the most round lead from by the end of the first half.
That's right. They've been using their timeout like a bad joke. Like you just immediately drop it at the first sight of danger, and that's what they've done. The first round they lost. They immediately went into a timeout trying to capitalize on their lead and keep it sustained all through, and not really lose any other rounds. I mean, it seems like they're not saving it for dangerous times, but actually trying to create dangerous times out of it.
Well, on the other hand, we can see the round is going to get started, and we can see all the players have, are up with those heavy armor, rifle, vandals, and also phantom. So, it's going to be a very tough match as well. 3 players already stacked up at the side of B main from defense, and there are going to be 2 players holding out at the side of A. Mid control is something which, Team Fangs are very, taking it in their favor, but already they are trying to get executed towards into the side and would want to take down that first kill. Headshot machine coming up with an insane kill, will take down Nano, and I think this is looking already good for Team Fangs.
That's right. We see a 4v5 coming in, and there is no ult on the side of the defending team. We are seeing Maverick trying to push into side A, comes back, tries to go with Killjoy. However, I mean, from the way I've seen him play, he generally goes by himself, so that may be a solo push as well. I mean, we cannot be sure. There goes the wall break. Are they moving into side B already?
Well, I think they are, because we can see Kohli is going to drop down that spike at the side of B, and that's a pretty unusual plant as well. Spamming bullets through those SMGs, making sure that he has some luck to connect those headshots, but somewhere down the line he does reposition himself. It's gonna be a 4v4 retake scenario where the Impress ultimate is online from the side of B2. Now could B2 be that round changer? Is it gonna be team high on life capitalizing? Kohli already taking that first kill, but he'll be traded off. Maddie will take him down, and B2 is still holding on side right now.
That's right, Smokey has taken a kill, and so has Maverick. There's another kill from Smokey, and Maverick does get taken out. So that was like a very orchestrated gameplay coming in from Smokey and Maverick in the last round, with 3 kills going in their favor. That was quite a good execution. Frag, refrag, and frag back. That was very orchestrated.
Well, let's see right now. Yeah, we can see B2 is already up with 4 kills right now, and somewhere down the line from the side of team, high on life, they are still, like we can see Karthik still, struggling to find this first frag out for him. But I really think that, one of those key reasons for Team Fags to make sure that they are, grabbing those, round leads and everything is the teamwork of them. And यहाँ पे Reekend that dodge करते हुए headshot machine will be holding on still to that A-long area to make sure that there is no sort of push coming in from the side of defenders, and they flank, backstabbing them.
That's right. We see B2 trying to push in from B main, going in from the blocked smoke side. Maddie is trying to hold on to that spot. We are seeing Sova trying to support B2 in this push. There may be a like recon dart coming in for some intel to help B2 push in. Not much happening so far in the round. We're halfway through and not one person has died. This is going on a critical stage now. I mean, both the teams are, being cautious right now. No forced pushes, no rushes. Everything is like planned and executed.
Well, amazing rush coming in from the side of Team Fangs, and this lockdown is also being in place right now.
30
Four
seconds
ultimates from
left.
the side of Team Fangs are online right now. We can see the Impress, the lockdown which has already been used, the Hunter's Fury and the Cosmic Divide. Now, do you think that at such sort of post-plan scenario, those Cosmic Divide could be in any sort of good advantage for them right now?
I mean, it could be if it was the other side, but here it's not a requirement, not at least in side B, because side B does give you all the cover you need to keep up those fights. So you don't really need to
One
go in
enemy
and waste
remaining.
that Cosmic Divide there. And Smokey taking those kills very fluently alongside Maverick, trying to get the best of the situation. They have Agent AK like literally covered on both sides, and there goes the kill. Smokey has taken out Agent AK, and we have another round in the favor of Fangs.
Well, that was an amazing crossfire, which I'd rather say between Maverick and beat Smoker. But we do know that Team Fangs is a team with dominance, is a team with well coordinated and systematic gameplay. They do not want to do something which is quite unusual. Everything they do is for the advantage of either them or for the team. Any use of the utility, any use of those positioning, it's just that it's just a we can say a planned strategy which they use, and the strategical gameplay does results in a very good advantage for them. We can already see that Smoker is is boosted up at the side right now and would want to give few damage to any sort of players who are getting aggressive here. But that spawn grenade is deny any sort of angles being created or being camped from the side of defenders. पहला kill तो अपने advantage में ले ही चुके हैं. Now A side is actually open for them to get executed. They won't be risking any sort of thing. They only get executed once each and everything is being set it up. We saw that the garden area was being split off. Heaven area was being used as a spawn grenade to make sure that no sort of peak angles are coming in, which would result in them being taken down.
That is right. I mean, that push was so well executed. I mean, Reyna and Killjoy trying to clear the entry, and then Jet using it to walk in, go for the plant, and here goes some flawless execution with just one loss of man on the side of attackers. They could literally go in with the same exact guns without hurting their economy at all, and literally take the other round by a breeze from what it seems like currently.
Well, we do know that it was obviously a semi-buy round, which we'd rather say semi-pistol round for them, but now they are up with a buy round, and not only with a buy round, but Agent AK is also been given an operator, or maybe not. Yeah, they did not went for risking that operator with those heavy short armor, but yeah, we can really expect some second round coming in from the side of teams, HighOnLife right now.
That could be, that could as well be. We are seeing we're seeing some back and forth fights happening right now. The count is not sticking with anyone. They are constantly losing players on both sides. We are not even halfway into the round, and we have already reached a situation of 2v2. The Empress, however, seems to be a better ultimate than that of Jets, considering it's a round where your HP is gonna be essential. So when it comes to ultimates, I think Team Fangs is at the advantage right now, but HP does go in the favor of the opponent team, which is HighOnLife.
Well, HP does go in the advantage for Team HighOnLife, but do not forget that the Impress ultimate is online right now for Team Fangs. One single kill and there goes a good damage of shot dart as well. But यहाँ पे जरूर अपने प्लेयर में go करेंगे. B2 coming up with an insane kill and will get a 144 HP of healing. Jet is down to 30 HP right now, but the head is all she needs to connect, and she got it right now. One updraft, and what a kill that was! What an amazing clutch from Agent AK, and that was an amazing way to clutch that round. We can see there's only 2 rounds being won from the side of Team HighOnLife, and that even we know how it's won, by not defending, by not playing passively, and by going all in aggressive either at the side of A-Long or at the side of High Mid. Last time when Team HighOnLife were able to get that first point on board was when they totally got aggressive and got those crucial 4 kills at the A-Long area, and now the kills which they got at the mid area after using the Rolling Thunder.
That is right. I mean, I would rather like to see Maverick use his ult when he was fighting off towards with Jet to kind of get the kill going, but it was a very well
Spike down,
executed
mid.
round by HighOnLife. Didn't seem like their round, but they got it. And here Karthik has finally managed to get some kills on his board, and that seems like another round that HighOnLife might capitalize on.
For you.
Well, this is what you need, being a defender. If you're playing against a dominating team, all you need is a confidence on yourself that you are able to fight with them. Because dominance really mean that they get inside the side and they just kill you. But that is something which, Team Iron Life wouldn't want to just, end up doing. And there's where their strategy changed. There's where, their momentum have changed into getting aggressive. And look at Sage right now. She is being so aggressive that she's totally at the side of Ahmed, denying Smokeout from getting any sort of mid control. The mid control which has been taken from Iron Life is quite game changing right now. But yeah, his smoke is being spotted down. He would be acting as if he is an AFK to make sure he doesn't give any sort of intel. But B2 on the other hand, coming with a look, will take down one guy, and it's already a 3v3 scenario. It's quite doable, let me tell you. And Karthik is up with that 4 kill and takes an ace as well. What an amazing ace clutch, and coming at this point of time where they were 3 points behind Team Fangs. They would obviously want to even the scoreline up, and if not the scoreline, but obviously lesser the lead been given to them before the end of the first half.
That's right. Not long ago did we see that Karthik was literally left with no kills at all, and now he comes in with an ace clutch. That's quite a gameplay and a change of mindset that they have come in with, trying to go all in and not really giving much wiggle room to Fangs as of now. I see an Odin being picked, which I don't really see during tournaments, so that's gonna be an interesting watch.
Well, that is, but somewhere down the line we can see Dano has been spotted down right now. He will be using most of his utility at the very early stage of the round to make sure that he's not able to miss on any intel. But here comes the lockdown ultimate right now. Now that's gonna be pretty hard for Dino to make sure that he is able to get out of this side right now. Even if he is choosing to be at the backside, उनके लिए मुश्किल होने वाली Odin के साथ he might not able to get a single frag, and B2 will be the one to take him down. It's gonna be Agent AK जो यहाँ पे headshot machine अपने clone jet को down करेंगे. The cosmic divide is finally in play right now, which is going to deny the CT push. Now all they have to worry about is the market area. We can already see that B2 is still holding off that line, but with 4v4 advantage and a resurrection available, is there any chance that team defenders would be able to play this retake scenario in their favor?
It does not look like that because Kohli is already taking on kills here. We are seeing them losing. Alright, the resurrection person has been taken out as well, so we are seeing B2 Fangs winning this round already. But yeah, I did feel like Kohli was in the right position at the right time to take all the kills that he got and kind of balance this out for the team. So that's
well,
exactly
it's not
what
only
happened,
about the well positioning, but also the way his game senses, sensing that two players are already at the market side. First he goes dominate them. All he has left to worry about is about the CT aggression, where he takes down that amazing third kill and the last kill going in the favor for Fangs Kohli towards the Sage, who is gonna be HOL Hope. Now that's looking quite overpowered for Kohli himself, but let's see that with only 3 rounds left in the first half, how much lead are we expecting from Team's Fangs right now before the first half?
I don't think I'm gonna be relying on a very huge lead because Team HighOnLife isn't performing bad either. But I would say like maybe a 3 or 4 round lead is what I'm going to get.
Well, we can obviously see an eco round coming in from the side of Team HighOnLife. Action Machine is updrafted towards the side of Heaven to make sure that he is able to get few tries at a very unexpected, location for team defenders to check up with. But it's already a 5v4 retake scenario. Players are not up with a good, buy this time, so they will be playing with this classic pistol. Denying that flawless round should be a key factor, and that is what they did, taking down Smoker somewhere down the line. That Paranormal is gonna matter literally 3 guys, but it's gonna be Kohli who's gonna get himself lucky, and Maverick coming up with an insane 2 kill. It's gonna be the 7th round going in the favor for Team Fangs, and they look pretty unstoppable at this time. We know that whenever Ascent is their favorite map, and if they get to attack first, so that is something which could result in a nightmare for an opponent team, because we can already see 4 rounds की lead already हो चुकी है, and only 2 rounds are left for the first half to end. यहाँ पे I would really not be surprised if it's a 9-3 scoreline, because this is something which I've seen fans doing from a very it's been a while right now, since I'm seeing them.
That's right. I wouldn't disagree, but I do want to see one more round coming in from the side of HighOnLife. Most essentially just because I said it would be a 3 or 4 rounds lead, and for no other reason. But yeah, there comes another drone, and they failed to take it down. But well, it did collect the info it had to. Karthik has been revealed to.
Well, is it just me or
Maverick.
it was Fangs Kohli who just used his Cosmic Divide just 2 rounds before this round?
That's right. He did, and here goes one more.
Spike planted.
Well, amazing
out of my
execution
way.
strat being seen from the side of Team Fangs. It's already a 5v4 scenario where the resurrection is still online right now. Headshot machine is up with those storm blades right now. So can we expect that updraft and those criminal plays from Headshot machine? Yes, we can, because यहाँ पे updraft हो चुका, but he's not successful enough to get those plays somewhere down the line. यहाँ पे team defenders are playing it very slowly, but here comes Headshot machine, takes down one guy, takes down 3 kill for him, and it's already last alone Jet left. He has little sound to that Agent if it was just down to him. He's up with 1v2 clutch scenario, but he does not have enough time right now. Will take down the last guy as well, but it's gonna be Smokey. Will take down Agent, will secure an iron operator as well,
Last
and
round
8th
before the
round for his
switch.
team. We
That's
are
right.
up with the last round of the half, and I think Team Fangs are just looking very well right now.
They are. I mean, it was slightly careless of Agent AK to stick in the same point even after taking one kill. Fangs is a team that has a really good coordination, really good call-out system. You might not want to stick in the same place after taking a kill, because then they're aware of your situation, your location, and your health as well. So that's just something you don't want to do against a team like Fangs. If that's kept in mind, you might be able to move to a better location in a quick move, because I'm going to get Jet. So that just plays in the favor. Smokey has already opened up the round with a kill on Jet, and now Headshot Machine has taken Mandy down, and we are left with a 5v3 situation. However, Sage Ultimate is already online, so a resurrection might as well come in. Sage is low on HP. Might die off before being able to resurrect anyone, but let's see what goes on. Here's a fight coming in, but Dino takes down Maverick, and Smoke A takes down Dino in a very good refrag situation. Here's the spike going in with 2 defenders left to try to fight off.
Remaining.
Well, it all falls down to Sage right now, who is having that resurrection available. But okay, Smokey missing that shot could be very expensive for whole of Team Fangs, because she does have a healing available. But being that smoke criminal against Team Fangs is not a thing right now, because they obviously would expect such kind of gameplay.
Switching
Kohli,
sides.
being a very good defender at that side in that post plant scenario, will defend that post plant scenario and gather that 9-3 scoreline. We are getting those numbers which we expect as always, and we can see that there is a side switch right now. Now Team Fangs are gonna be defending right now, and Team HighOnLife, having 3 rounds in their favor, will be attacking first. This is gonna be a really hard journey for them if they wanna come back, because obviously you have to outplay Team Fangs in each and every way, starting from those crosshair placement to the stream strategy to the team coordination, and obviously those clutch scenarios. We have to be very confident. Those are some things where you can only if you think for comeback, you have to be best on it from compared to Team Fangs. But here we can see a very aggressive play coming in from the side of Team HOL, which is going to be HighOnLife. The spike is still back at the side of B main, but we can see 2 players are still holding on that look. That is going to mean too good right now. And B2 coming up with the first kill, takes down Agent AK, and Maverick has already taken a good mid control. But little does he know, Cooper Hyman to already go for that, because the recon dart is going to spot on, and Dino TV will take down the clone, Sova right now.
That's right, we are seeing a 4v4 situation. Our Omen is already getting some heals coming in. So we might see Karthik in some
Spike
good play
down,
coming
mid.
up. Smokey, however, has taken Mandy down already. I am seeing Karthik being taken down as well with Smokey's frenzy. He is really good on that
One
gun.
enemy
But
remaining.
here goes another kill coming in from Smokey, and one from Headshot Machine, making it a defender win. They have gone in with a lead of 7 already. This is quite an interesting game, and the way this team is coordinating, gosh. Are you
Well,
kidding
that
me?
is Where do we get to see these all things? It's gonna be PixelScope Entertainment, the Game Jam Valorant tournament. So to all those viewers who have tuned in, do not forget to hit that
Deploying
like and
Astro,
subscribe
guys.
button. And we are already, just
Got you
few
wet.
subscribers away from our sub goal for today, which is gonna be
That a what?
1.5k. So that is something which only we can expect from you guys to do. And let's just hit those subscribe, targets for today. And meanwhile, we can see a technical pause coming in from the side of Team HOL. Hope seems to be a bit offline right now, and he will be given enough time. हमारे फेलो एडमिन जरूर इन टॉक्स रहेंगे उनके साथ, बट यहाँ पे जरूर अगर हम फ्रैक्स की बात करें, B2 with 15 kill, Smoka with 14 kills, Headshot with 11 kill. Like, look at the skill ranges are so close, and each and every player are giving an equal contribution towards any sort of round wins, and that is what you want to have in your team right now. Meanwhile, talking about team, High on Life, the duelist, as a single duelist, Agent AK is just taking all the pressure in his shoulder, which he is just failing to manage to be alive for those clutch scenario and able to just frag all the players of Team Fangs. अगर यहाँ पे एक डबल डुएलिस्ट हमें कहना कि दे रहता तो शायद एक एडवांटेज हो सकता था, बिकॉज हैविंग अ डबल इनिशिएटर आई सी नो वे एन एडवांटेज फॉर टीम HOL.
That's right, and I mean already we are seeing HOL has gone a complete classic round, and the other team, which is Fangs, they have already gone for ghosts and if I'm not wrong, it's Spectre.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghosts and specters along with all the heavy armor. So like they're gonna be able to handle more damage as well as deal more damage. So this just looks like a round that they're already like gonna take as a cake, as a walk in the cake, walk on the
And
cake.
not only that, but Headshot Machine being so confident on his game that he didn't even had a single buy in his, the buy round. Headshot Machine had saved, I guess, more than 500 to 800 creds to make sure
Here.
he's having enough creds right now to invest in those,
Here.
pistols or SMGs. And not only that, he will be saving up some of his creds to go on for that operator. Now, defensive side and opping is quite a good combination, which we see from if a jet is being picked up with an operator. So I think this is looking a pretty close call and pretty winnable situation for Team Fang. But let's not underestimate Team HOL right now. Some of those aggressive play where they outplayed Team Fangs, that was quite amazing and actually unexpected from us as well.
That is right. I mean, if right now I see a comeback coming in, I'll be taken aback. I'll be shocked to the core. But that's something we do want to look forward for, because that's what's gonna make it more and more interesting to hang on around with. I think HOL should kind of try to do buddy pushes right now, because that's gonna help them collect intel while trying to go for the frags, and that's gonna be essential for this team, because against a team like Fangs, you cannot just walk in bare minimum information.
Yeah, we can already see that all the players are really not even repositioning themselves, because they do only 6 seconds are left. So they would want to reposition at the very end of the round once all the players are online. Let's hope that Hope is being online right now. As soon as possible, because I'm really excited to see that what's gonna happen further in match. We are seeing Team Fangs defending now, and defending side pay, how they are able to perform and outplay. What are gonna be those same strategy? That is some of the question which will be answered once the round has been started. 3 players are already stacked up at the side of A, and on the other side of B, it's gonna be Killjoy alone, Smoker, along with I guess Astra, who may be holding off that area.
That could very well be the scenario. However, there could always be another side to it, where they just try to focus one side completely onto the arms of Killjoy, along with some support from Jet, and leaving the other 3 agents to hold on to side A.
Well, let's just hope right now that Hope is just getting online as soon as possible. Meanwhile, all players seems to be ready right now. The match is gonna get started, and we can see an economical, eco round coming in from the side of Team, HOL. Let's see that even if they lose this round, will they be able to stop Team Fang from getting that first match point?
I don't think that looks like a possibility so far. But let's hope for a good comeback because if it happens, it's gonna be one of the best that we see.
Well, that is going to be some of those epic, moments as well. But on the other hand, we can see Dino White is already, taking the mid control right now. Now, with this classic pistol, you do not want to be a smoke criminal, and Smoker, on the other hand, does, comebacks from the smoke, but he's been taken down as well. And not only he's been taken down, but somewhere down the line, we do know that Dino is up with the Spectre
Spike
right now.
down
The
mid.
Spike carrier has been taken down, and Karthik 1K is still holding off with that classic pistol. 4v3 का scenario already हो चुका है, and denying a flawless round is pretty good for him. He's down to 46 HP. Agent AK is still holding on that B main area. Now he's going to get sandwiched from both the side,
One
and yes,
enemy
he has been
remaining.
taken down as well. Not only taken down, but rather knifed, I'll say, with Kohli, and Sage is left alone. I think she seems to be still AFK, which is quite a very difficult situation for team attackers. But I really think that 11 point ke baad, the match point looks pretty much doable for Team Fangs.
That's right. I would not doubt the next round going into the arms of Team Fangs as well, because they seem pretty organized when it comes to defending. Because one thing you really need while defending in Valorant is all the coordination and
Let's
the
see
right
now.
call outs at the right time. I mean, one thing I have noticed from Team Fangs is their game sense. It's so impeccable. You put two of them on the board, and even without callouts, I think they can make out what a good strat would be. It seems like these people have been playing just together all through to get an idea of what playing with each other feels like.
Well, that is, that does comes up with experience and a lot of grind towards the game. But let's see right now, Dino is still up holding off that area, but that drone is gonna spot him up, and that's gonna be very disadvantage for them, because giving his location thrice is gonna, not make him, just get away with it very easily. That too when Headshot Machine is in front of you, and he'll be using his utility to get the ultimates of 5v4 का scenario already हो चुका है. We do know that team attackers are playing on a disadvantage where, Hope is still offline, so I'd rather call it off as a 3v5 scenario, but with those Vandals and all the armory, they can have a good advantage. Karthik coming up with an insane 2 kill, but B2 is having his back and will take the trade off as well. He will retrieve a Vandal, and now it's going to be very difficult for Team HL to get executed to any sort of side with just 2 players in hand with them.
That's right. We
Spike
are
down
seeing
A.
Agent AKG getting taken
30
down by
seconds
Maverick as
left.
well. So we are in a 1 or 2 v4 situation. The turret is in a very good position already. So it does not seem like
Player
there's
standing.
much left to do. Mandy has been taken
Out for
out,
me.
and so has been Hope, and we're left with another round in the arms of
Match
B2.
point.
Sorry, in the arms of Fangs, and we have a 12-3 score. It's literally, uh, 20 versus 80% kind of a thing. Does not seem
Yeah.
like doable for the attacking team right now, because the defenders are already at the match point, and I don't know if Hope is back yet.
That is the case, and we can already see, Maverick coming up with a good like clone. Sova is having an ultimate available. Who's going to be Dan or TV? Can he use his ultimate to its best right now to get executed towards the side? Because Astra is going to be a troublemaker right now. Karthik just jumping his way off to avoid the gravity wall, but here comes the Paranoma and Headshot Machine taking the first kill down. Two players are going to be paranoid, but the Hunter's really dealing with damage. Maverick on the other hand will take down Karthik. It's going to be already a 2v5, numbers advantage going in the favor for Team Fangs, and being the first eliminator match, I think they are going to close it up at a good 10 rounds lead. We can already see a second shot coming in.
down
The shot
A.
darts are connecting good as well, but it all falls down alone to Dano.
One enemy remaining.
TV, and he is going to, okay, B2 takes down the last guy down. 1v5 के scenario में I think there's going to be a flawless round being seen from the side of Team Fangs, and what a way it would be to end this up. But somewhere down the line, that's going to be pretty amazing. But the map looks as if it's not yet over.
Defenders win.
Dana TV taking down Kohli, but it's going to be Headshot Machine with that operator, and the 13-3 scoreline के बाद in our further qualifier stages, Team Fangs are going to make their way off.
That's right. I mean, all right, on the scoreboard, we see that the top 3 fraggers have all been from Team Fangs, and there's quite some difference in the number of kills coming in from the Team Fangs and the HighOnLife team. But all right, so this is, I mean, as you already mentioned, Team Fangs has won all the Valorant tournaments we have ever hosted. So this might be their third chance to continue the streak and keep on adding to their list of medals. and they seem to be, coming off with their best foot forward, kind of creating that aura for themselves already.
Well, the start of them seems to be pretty well as well. 10, points ke lead ke saath, they are looking pretty strong in the tournament for now. But let's not forget that, Team HL gave a good fight. Those three crucial rounds which they won was quite unexpected. And if we could have seen some, if they could have maintained that flow, so it could have been a very a competitive play. But for now, Team Fangs is going to be our winning team for today for the match number 3. With that, our day 1 is over, and after day 1 I would really want to ask you that the matches you saw today, we know it's going to be a long tournament where there are many matches left for a round of 64. What do you think that how in the further tournaments we are going to be having most of these matches right now?
I mean, we already saw quite some variety today itself. Like the first match went all the way toe to toe towards the end. However, the second map and the third map went more single sided than we expected. But like, yeah, you can not expect anything right now. These teams are coming in fully packed and prepared. They're coming in with their coaches, trying to go for the best move forward whenever it comes to the match points. It's pretty interesting, and I am hoping to see more neck to necks coming in. However, there's nothing that I can say about the initial rounds, but I'm pretty sure that once we move towards the quarterfinals and semifinals, we will see some really strong matches coming in. We might just be sitting here for hours and hours in a row and not have any clue of who's gonna win.
That's really going to be a case, and that is what we as a caster and our viewers would be enjoying, a very competitive play where these top teams will be competing against each other for that title, for that being the champion, for the game jam Valorant being presented from PixelScope Entertainment. Thank you all the guys again for tuning in. Today was an amazing day, but it was just the day 1. We are going to be having amazing matches tomorrow as well, so do not forget to hit that like that sub button so that you are getting all the you are being aware that when the matches are going to be held. And see you tomorrow sharp at 6:45 p.m. where we will be holding off with day 2 of the Game Jam Valorant tournament. And I'm really really excited to see which more new teams we are going to be seeing, which more new maps we are going to be seeing, and obviously the new strategical play. As we saw today, the map of Bind, it was really amazing, the way the teams have been playing, the way teams were been competing with each other. And I think the level of competition bar which we used to see, it's really raised at a very high level right now.
That's right, and it is gonna keep on rising higher and higher with the jet dash. So we're just gonna see that happen.
Well, that updraft, by the way, but let's see. Let's hope
Sorry,
that
my
we get
bad.
amazing matches. But thank you all the viewers again for tuning in. We will be ending today's stream right now, and see you guys tomorrow at 6:45.
All right, signing off.
Together through the shock waves.